Yo, here we're in the episode. Hello, welcome to a very special Valentine's Day episode. In this one, there are no hosts, only unrequited love or something. Me and Nico are now dating. This is a date between us. What is about if we opened a pizza restaurant? What would we call it?
If we open up a pizza restaurant, it'd be called Papa Paschetti's Pizzeria.
Papa Paschetti's Pizzeria.
Yeah.
And the sign will just have 3 P's.
Exactly. It's so easy, Tanner. These things write themselves.
I feel like that would get confused with Pizza Pan Pizza. Or Peter Pan Pizza. Peter Pan Pizzeria.
I gotta say, Tanner, we're off to a pretty solid start already into this episode.
No, this is going to be our best episode, you know?
Yeah.
Listen, we need a bad episode, I mean a great episode every now and then so that it makes all our other ones look better/worse in comparison, right?
Yeah, 100%. I must say, I was very doubtful that the change to Guapish Rule 34 would really do much for us, but we're definitely averaging like 10 extra views per episode ever since that change. Yeah.
It's made a difference.
Yeah. As much as I hate to say it, I guess the Rule 34 tag is here to stay.
You guys are predictable fools, and what other buzzwords could we throw into the title?
Let's see, probably, I mean, Trump is probably still hot, right? Is that still a hot one? I don't know, maybe like Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, change our names to Joe Rogan Podcast.
COVID, yeah. There we go.
Joe Rogan Experience Rule 34.
Is there anything he could do about it? He's on Spotify.
That's fair. He's on an entirely different platform now. We're not actually competing with each other.
We're not sharing the same market.
Yeah.
And even if he could make the claim that we were sharing a market, we would just be like, what? You think we're taking listeners away from Joe Rogan? I'm just a silly little guy. I'm just using SEO over here. What if we change our podcast name to Google?
Oh, there you go.
The Google Podcast.
I'm sure we'll not get like...
If we start a pizzeria, we would call it... oh, fuck. I kind of want to combine your first name and my last name because they go together. Nikolai. No, that's stupid, but fuck it. Nikolai's Russian Pizzeria.
There you go. It's perfect. It's fantastic, I must say.
It's the greatest idea I've ever had.
I gotta say, it was already the best Valentine's Day episode we could have asked for.
Oh, yeah. And the only one.
Yeah. I can't believe this was the first time we've, like... This is the first time we've really, like, acknowledged Valentine's Day on the channel.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't done, like, I don't know, fucking dating sims back when we were doing Let's Plays during Valentine's Day.
I think we always intended to, but also always forgot.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Valentine's Day always sneaks up on you, is the thing.
Yeah. You never see it until it's there.
Yeah. It just don't make sense, man. It just don't make sense. Well,
it really doesn't.
Fortunately,
billion dollar idea go.
Fortunately, because it is Valentine's Day, we have many love-themed topics to discuss today.
I understand that, but please answer my dating question.
I didn't hear your dating question. What was it?
$1 billion idea go.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I did not hear you say that at all before.
Interesting.
$1 billion idea. Let's see here. Okay, so check it out. You got air tags, right? Are you familiar with what air tags are?
I'm not familiar with what air tags are. Please.
Okay, gotcha. So this was a thing.
Inform me.
Yeah, so this was a thing that I had invented in my head for so long, and then Apple fucking stole my idea. Okay.
Wow.
And I see what an air tag is.
Corporate bastards.
They're like these little tags they'll just slap onto something, and then you're able to just track it, okay?
Okay.
It's just that easy. You're just able to track it right from your Apple device.
Uh-huh.
And they're fantastic devices, you see. They're fantastic devices. You can use them for so many things. Some people use them for their phones. You can use them for, like, a fucking bike or some shit, so that people don't steal your bike. It's amazing, Dan. It's an amazing little device. And you see, my idea also went... It was very, very similar to this. However, I also thought you could, like, I don't know, like, slap it to, like, a remote control, or, like, to your keys or something. And then you'll just, like, you can, like, make it beep or something, you know, so you can find it.
Yeah.
It's just that easy, Tanner. It's just that easy. It's a simple thing that the common man can enjoy, Tanner.
Yeah. My $1 billion idea is it's like a large cat, but it like, let's see, it makes a different animal noise, like it fucking whistles or something.
I thought you were gonna say you can just program different animal noises into it.
No, it's like a large actual cat.
Okay.
But like impossibly large, like it's like a big fat 6 foot tall cat.
Now, Tanner,
and it like moos.
Tanner, I do want to ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you not think the cats would fucking try and kill us if they were that large?
Well, it's got like really short, stubby legs, so it can't move very fast. It can kind of roll around.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's like it moos, you know.
Yeah.
It moos and whistles. That's its two forms of communication. And what you do with it is you set it up in like a town square or whatever. Just plop it down there, and it starts doing its thing. It sits there. It's like murr. It's whistling. It's mooing, and then people gather around, and it opens its mouth impossibly wide, and little tentacles shoot out of its mouth and take people's money.
So this is something for like local governments to purchase. It's not something for the everyman at all.
It's the tax cat.
Okay.
This is the new way for governments to collect taxes. It's like a fun creature that makes funny noises, and then it takes your money.
Yeah. How could this plan possibly fail?
Yeah. Maybe on Christmas it makes like Chewbacca noises.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, to harken back to the old Star Wars Christmas special.
Exactly. Sure.
I dig it, Tanner.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this will catch on. I think that every government around the world is going to use it, and I gotta say, I think it might just bring world peace.
I'm gonna make my cat the first one of these. I just gotta fatten her up first.
So these are like cats who turn into this. This isn't like a genetic abomination who they've just like created at all.
It kind of is a genetic abomination. They'll get better over time as we like breed them. But yeah, the first set is gonna be like normal cats that we've really fattened up, and then maybe we just put like a walkie-talkie on them, like strap it to their back, and then we have humans doing the noises on the other end.
How do they obtain tentacles, Tanner?
Where
does this come into play?
The first time it's gonna be a bit of a sleight of hand, where it's actually people just get mugged.
Okay.
People get mugged by like people hired by me to do the mugging. Mm-hmm. But then with the money we acquire from that, obviously we give some of it to the government because they bought their tax cat.
Yeah.
But the profits they go straight back into the tax cat. I gotta make better tax cats.
Okay.
I gotta make fatter cats. They gotta make more fun noises, and I need them to have tentacles. Nico, do you prefer black Nick Fury or white Nick Fury?
Tato has nothing to do with Valentine's Day.
These are dating questions. These are the questions I ask when I'm dating.
Black Nick Fury, I gotta say. Black Nick Fury is much better.
You're right.
Yeah. Tanner Nicolette.
Hold on a second. I got an actually dating thing.
Okay.
So I started using Hinge.
Okay. Nice.
It's terrible. The women on it are ugly.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing about Hinge that I discovered. So, like, this is how it is for most dating apps. Dating apps.
Whoa!
Dating apps in general. Like, they really front load the hotties onto you when it's these, like, non-Tinder Bumble ones. And then after that, it's nothing but uggos. I don't fucking
really?
get it.
I found it pretty consistently uggo with Hinge.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely had a lot of attractive women initially. And then as I got a little deeper into it, I just can't stand any of them, Tanner. I just can't stand any of them.
I am trying to be hyper selective on Hinge.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten anything yet, but, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, that's how they prefer it on there, because they only give you like 5 likes a day or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they really want you to be careful with who you're liking on that one.
Let me ask you if this comment I left on someone will get me a match. So it's a girl, and I think the prompt is like, it's a non-negotiable that, and then she says, chocolate and peanut butter do not go together. Mm-hmm. And so I give a like and a comment on that one, and I say, this is pure Reeseism.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like a Reese's?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. Does that get me the like? Does that get me the match? She gonna find that one funny?
I mean...
If it matters, she is black.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know, Tanner. I don't know. It's difficult to say. You're either going to get a big ol' like, or she's going to report you. well, time will tell. Those
are the alternatives.
Yeah.
That's love when you're me.
Mm-hmm.
They either fall head over heels in love with me, or they try to get me arrested.
Yeah, precisely. Now, that is a question that I've wondered a little bit here. Just a little bit. So, throughout knowing me, you and I would constantly crack jokes around other people, you know, as you do.
Yeah.
As you do when you're just a genetically modified, bona fide comedian, you know. And does it feel as though I'm able to get away with a lot more than you are?
In front of other people.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would say that.
Okay.
I think you definitely don't get away with more when it's like you, me, and then like our friends.
Yeah, but like other people outside of our friends now. Other people outside of our friends.
Can you think of like particular examples?
Yeah, I definitely do have examples. So like, so like here's one for you. So back at the old summer camp, I know that I have made the joke several times before about like, ugh, I hate ethnic food, you know. And then I recall...
But the moment I say something right now...
Yeah, I recall at one point, you saying that same thing, and people just gave you a very dirty look.
See, and you know the real problem with that is it's obviously funnier when I say it.
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm white.
Yeah.
Are you sure I didn't do the other maneuver where I stole the joke but escalated it and went straight to I hate ethnic people?
You definitely did not, no.
Okay.
I know that for sure.
Well, I don't know.
I also recall, do you recall Elliot at all? Do you remember this man?
Yeah, I recall Elliot.
Yeah, of course. So, yeah, like during our times in cross country, you know, I would constantly make jokes, you know. I'd say things like, because we had like a bunch of Mormons on our cross country team, and so I say things like, "Oh yeah, good old Mormons. They're America's most respected cult," and shit like that. And and it would get big laughs. People loved it, Tanner. People loved it. But then when Elliot said similar things, they would just scowl at him. He'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And he would complain. He's like, "Why the fuck does Nico get away with this stuff?"
You know, maybe it's just because you're handsome, Nico.
You see, I was thinking about it. I was really ruminating on it.
I think it's privilege.
I think it is, Tim. I think it is. People don't talk about it too much, but attractive privilege is definitely a thing, okay?
You have a case of the privileges.
Yeah, it most certainly exists. I'm super privileged, Tanner. I'm ethnically ambiguous. I've got that handsome young face on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to say whatever I want whenever I want, Tanner. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I say whatever I want whenever I want because I don't care how people react to it, but...
Yeah. But I'm able to do it without fear of public...
Yeah, it doesn't
I'm
matter
able to do it
how
without
people
the fear
react.
of public discourse.
Exactly. But see, don't I also have a form of privilege in that I don't care for the public discourse? I once said in class out loud that I thought a burn victim looked like a Mexican.
Yeah.
Is that not the greatest form of privilege that I said that and wasn't murdered on the spot?
Yeah, you just got detention or some shit instead.
I don't think I even got detention.
Yeah, I think you just had to like step out of the classroom or whatever. I recall at one point you also talking about how you feel as though you like your voice just kind of mimics those around you. And so at one point you had a girl who had a speech impediment in one of your classes.
She had a lisp, yes.
Yeah, she had a lisp. And she was answering some question beforehand. And then you raised your hand and started talking, and you mimicked her lisp.
Yes. This is a thing that happened. And then she just looks at me and she says, "Yeah, I get it. I have a lisp." I'm like, "Uh-oh." Didn't get in trouble for that one. See, depends on who I'm making fun of.
Yeah, of course.
Walking around the hallways during Unity Week and I out loud say, "I hate brown people." That got me in trouble.
Yeah.
But no detention.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know.
So dating, Tanner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know, my man. I'd like to know. Because
Yeah.
I feel as though I only know of your more, like, recent romantic exploits,
That's kind of all of them.
Yeah.
None of my romantic exploits are anything but recent.
Well, of course. In terms of, like, the actual, like, romantic dating and stuff like that, those are things that are far more recent developments in our lives. However, I feel like it'd be fun to discuss all the other things just leading up to that, Tanner. All of our like their first crushes and all that kind of stuff. Just really going over our foray into romance.
You're trying to get some of that fucking juice, aren't you?
I'm not entirely sure what that means, but sure, Tanner, sure.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, do you remember your first crush?
I most certainly do, yes.
All right, let's hear it. Do you have a good story?
Not necessarily.
Then I don't want to hear it. I'm just kidding.
I guess I can kind of just talk about. I suppose I can go first for this, so you can really get an idea of what I'm shooting for here.
Yeah.
It was a cold winter's eve. It's 3rd grade. I walked into class and I saw this new girl there. She was ravishing, Tanner Nicholas. She was ravishing. I can't actually continue this. I don't have enough material for that. But
really,
yeah. 3rd grade is when I recall having my very first crush on a girl. Okay.
What was her name?
Well, I think that we should probably avoid giving actual names here. But
you don't need to give her like a full name. What's her first name?
I'm gonna call her Debbie.
Debbie?
Yeah,
I already know who this is.
We're gonna call her Debbie. So I don't know what exactly it was that made her stand out from all the other girls. I barely recall what she actually looked like anyway. But yeah, it was 3rd grade, and just something about her, Tanner. Something about her just hit differently. Okay, it just hit differently, and it got my heart aflutter. Yeah, it did, Tanner. It did. I was
why are you giving me a fake name? You think people are going to track down? What even if they do?
These things are important, Tanner, okay? These things are important.
Whatever.
Yeah, 3rd grade is when I first noticed that I was starting to become attracted to the opposite gender, as opposed to the same gender before that.
Damn it, I was going to make that joke.
And from there, things just kind of... They didn't necessarily escalate. I don't recall having like any more crushes throughout 4th grade at all. But in 5th grade, Tanner, is when a girl.
Wait, that's the whole story? Yeah, that's the whole story. On a girl who you gave a fake name?
Yeah, I don't know anything about her, Tanner. Okay, I wasn't able to do much during that time because it was still that awkward stage of like, oh, I kind of like this girl, but I don't know what to do about it. So I would just like sit next to her and stuff like that during class, and I'd be like, what's your favorite color? And it was like around the time the Nintendo Wii came out, so I was like, do you have a Nintendo Wii? She was like, yeah, yes. What kind of games do you have on it? She was like, I have a lot of games.
I know you're doing a fucking Oni Blaze right now, by the way. I get these references now.
I have so many games on Nintendo Wii. How many do you have? She's like, well, I have Wii Sports, so it comes with like 5 games. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. That's 1 game. And so
you watch that channel a lot, don't you?
I do, Tanner. I watch the channel so much.
That's dead on right there. That's pretty good.
I watch Oni Play so much. Okay, when we talk about the YouTubers we love, they're definitely going to be high up there for me. Okay, they're the best Let's Play channel around. So 4th grade.
I don't even know who Oni is.
Good old Oni MG. He's Chris O'Neill, Tanner. He's Chris O'Neill.
He's Irish. He's the Irish one is supposed to be the main guy?
Yeah, he's an Irishman.
Is it ever just him?
So in the early days of his channel, it was just him a couple of times. But for the most part, he always has other people with him.
Okay. Yeah. So there's really no point to his intro being Oni Plays with friends.
Yeah, basically. With some of his older videos, it would be just him, but yeah, not so much anymore because you realize, oh man, this channel is way more fun with other people.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
5th grade. This was a time in which another girl had a crush on me, Tanner. It was the very first time I noticed another girl had a crush on me. Because you see, we would talk a little bit in class, you know. We would sit next to each other and stuff like that. And
in 5th grade.
Yeah, in 5th grade.
You want to see my Digimons?
Unfortunately not. However, this was around the time that I started getting into manga, Tanner. It was around my manga, the starting phase for my manga.
What were you reading in 5th grade?
So I was reading this manga called Mar.
Mar?
Yes, it stood for Marchin Awakens Romance.
Do you want to read fucking Mar? It's got aliens in it.
It didn't have aliens. It was an isekai, actually.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No wonder you're broken.
Right? And I loved this comic. Also, Kingdom Hearts. That was the other manga I started with. So, yeah, it was during my anime phase, and so I would be reading this book in class, and she would be like, "That book looks so cool. What is it?" And I'd show her like all the cool things happening in it, and so
this is fucking Sora. He's possessed by Xehanort right now.
It's Sora from Kingdom Hearts. So we had we had this other kid who was in like many of my classes throughout elementary school, as well as throughout basically the entirety of my school life.
Is his name Dylan?
No. Dylan and I never went to school together. Fuck it, I'll call him Cameron because that's his actual name. I fucking hate him. So
yeah.
So Cameron.
Call him out.
Yeah, he was an asshole. Okay.
Guap-tards.
Literally everybody in the school hated him. Okay. Everyone seethed around this guy because he was very annoying to begin with, but to just really compound upon this, okay? Mm-hmm. He was also a Jehovah's Witness, alright?
Ooh.
And he was very obnoxious about this fact.
Damn.
You see, if Cameron was in your class...
I don't have a birthday, is that fucking cool?
You see, if Cameron was in your class, your class couldn't really celebrate, like, birthdays or, like, Christmas or Halloween, Valentine's Day, none of this stuff. Because he would fucking complain about it the entire time. He's like, no, we're not allowed to celebrate this. I fucking hate it. And
at my school, we just make the Jehovah's Witnesses go sit in a different room while the rest of the class celebrated.
That definitely would have been a better alternative. Also, like, if you sneeze and you say, oh, God bless you, he's like, don't say that. Fucking shut up. It's like, fuck this guy. And so in the manga I had, it was a battle manga, okay? It was an isekai. People are fucking dying and shit. There'd be like these monsters that just like tear someone apart, and I'd show her pictures of it and be like, "This is what about to happen to Cameron." And she would laugh. It was great. We would bond over these moments. It was fantastic.
What did she look like?
She was a cutie. She had like glasses on and shit. I'll call her Jen.
Whoa. Jen?
Yeah, Jen. She had like short brown hair.
What was your cup site?
She was a child, Tanner, 5th grade, so I'm assuming she was probably pretty flat back then. So yeah, basically my type is what she looked like.
Yes,
I didn't really have feelings for her at this time, though. I could just kind of tell that she had a bit of a thing for me. Because as we moved on...
He's so fucking cool with his Kingdom Hearts mangas.
As we moved on into middle school, Tanner, we also had some more classes together. I had some more classes with good old Jen here.
Whoa.
And, you see, this was when I was really, really starting to understand that, oh, yeah, this girl definitely has a thing for me. She would constantly... So she'd make excuses to, like, be around me, essentially.
Uh-huh.
It wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, we're friends, so of course we're hanging out. No, it'd be like, yeah, we had class in elementary school, so of course I'm going to hang out around you.
Of course.
Yeah. And it was really cool. And at one point, she gave me her email address, Tanner. She gave me her email.
Whoa!
So that we could communicate with one another. And then I threw it away.
Her school email address?
No, her personal email address.
What?
Yeah. And then I threw it away. Because you see, Tanner, I didn't have an email at this time. So I didn't have a way of contacting her. And you know how parents are when you like talk about girls or anything like that? There was like,
oh yeah.
and it's super embarrassing.
Dude, no. You have no idea the story I'm going to tell when it's my turn.
Who boy. So it's always super embarrassing. So I threw it away so my parents wouldn't find it. Because otherwise they'd ask me about it, and they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, a girl, hot damn!" And so I just threw it away, and she moved away later in 6th grade, and I just have not talked to her since then because I can't.
Well,
it's unfortunate, truly.
If you love something, let it go.
Yeah, and then it never returns.
Okay.
Now, here's the other thing about middle school, Tanner. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly great with the ladies around this time, but
or anytime.
Yeah, or anytime really. So I didn't really have like any female friends at all throughout middle school.
Really?
Yeah.
Middle school was probably the only time in my life where I had female friends.
Hot damn, dude. Hot damn. I definitely think that's a lie, but hot damn. So
okay, well.
So the few girls who were like nice to me in middle school, I had massive crushes on. Okay, I had massive crushes on. Yeah. So one of them, we'll call her.
Oh my gosh, they're paying attention to me.
Yeah. So one of them we'll call D. And there's her actual name for you, Tanner. So she was a real cute Asian girl, okay? And she was just so sweet.
Why are you telling me your name?
I'm telling you her name so you know who she is.
Right. Okay. I understand.
Yeah. She was a real cute Asian girl, and she was always super kind to me.
How do you feel about her now?
I haven't talked to her in a really long time, so I have no idea.
Okay.
I believe she became like a super neoliberal type person.
Oh yeah, I think she's a lesbian now or something.
Damn. Anyway.
I could find her Twitter.
You probably could. And I just had a huge crush on her, okay, Dan? I had a huge crush on her. I would constantly think about her at all times, okay? Just constantly, even though we barely talked.
Right.
I'd be fantasizing about her and I becoming married someday and having all this great old life. Even though, like I said, we never spoke to each other.
Right.
So,
I mean, listen. Mm-hmm. She is cute.
She is very cute. Okay.
That's just a fact.
You can't blame me for this. She was very attractive.
You should just listen, guys. This is obviously the most misogynistic podcast on the web, but we also tell no lies.
Yeah. So around this time,
that first name.
So around this time. Is also when my family started to go around to different churches because the church that we were currently at, it was getting too big. My family didn't feel like, I don't really know exactly, but whatever. We started moving around to different churches. And so eventually we want to
feel the spirit.
Eventually we stumbled upon a new church that we felt like could really feel like home, could really feel like home. Uh-huh. And so soon enough, the pastor of this church, he invited us over to have a nice old dinner. And it was then...
okay.
I know exactly where this is going. It was then...
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That I met his daughter. Okay.
The pastor kid?
That's right, the pastor kid. And she was just so great, Tanner. She was so great. I developed this massive crush on her during this time.
Uh-huh.
that persisted throughout the entirety of my middle school time. As well as a little, it bled into high school as well, and just constantly through as we were like in youth group and stuff like that, and doing all these church functions. Whenever we have to like carry chairs and stuff like that, I'd make sure to like double stack them so I could look real strong to impress the church women. But unfortunately, it didn't really seem like she it was interested in me at any point, which was a real bummer. But yeah, it was a massive bummer. I even did cross country. Okay, I did cross country in high school because I heard that she did cross country in middle school.
Really?
Yeah, that's right, Tanner.
Damn,
that's right.
son.
I had also done cross country in middle school as well, but
okay.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue that in high school at all. However, I'm very happy that I did for several reasons, Tanner. For several reasons. You see,
okay. as
we explore our times in that high school, is here. That things really change, okay?
Yeah, you hit a critical mass.
Exactly, Dan, exactly. So, as I had stated before, I really didn't have any female friends in middle school. But things really changed quite drastically as we hit high school. Because in high school cross country, I met several female friends. And I feel like this truly pushed me beyond, okay? It made me far more comfortable and confident around women. It was great.
Maybe a plus ultra.
Yeah, I truly value those friendships, all right? And
you want to ruin them with dating.
Yes, exactly. I wanted to ruin them. No, only like one of the girls on the cross-country team I had a huge crush on, which we will get to. But
okay.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to guess who it is?
Sure, type a name in there.
Is it the obvious one?
Probably.
I can't even remember what her name is.
Well,
this isn't how it's spelled, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. It definitely was not her, actually. No, it was
really?
her. No. Yeah, so Tanner's guess
but
is
she's
actually the girl.
Type.
What's that?
She's your type? Brown hair. That's your type.
That's entirely fair, Tanner. That is 100% my type. What can I say? I like cute brunettes, but no, it was actually her best.
Is there anything more to your type than brown hair?
Thin.
Okay.
Honestly,
not even like thin though.
No, like here's the thing about me, okay? I can definitely get like really into like some nitty gritty here as to what exactly my type is, but when we'll boil it down to its most basic elements, I just like thin, cute brunettes. Okay, that is my type. Okay. even the brunette part does not need to be there.
I don't even know if. I mean, I've seen the girls you're into. I wouldn't even say thin. I'd say average. Yeah. Unless you're one of these people that's like there only exists thin and fat.
No. Definitely not. Yeah. So thin is like definitely ideal, but also this is something I've discussed with Jackson actually. So when we're conversing with people like in person, a lot of that stuff just goes away. If a woman is just like really kind, a lot of my type and shit like that is just gone. Okay.
Well, yeah.
I don't really care about that kind of stuff anymore. Exactly. Like on Tinder and like all these dating apps and shit, I'm very, very shallow. I feel like a lot of these people who I'm just like swiping left on, if I actually met them in person, I'd be totally cool with them.
Yeah.
We're really getting away from things here though now.
Do you get many matches on Tinder and stuff?
We'll get to it later, Sam. We'll get to it later. Okay. So, the girl who I had a massive crush on, you see, in these early stages of cross country, as well as throughout the entirety of high school, it was actually the girl who you mentioned. It was her best friend. The girl who you mentioned, we'll call her Lynn because she will still be important to this whole story. But yeah, her best friend, we'll call her Lee. Lynn and Lee. Those sound cool. So I don't know why I typed Lee for you as well.
Yeah, that doesn't help me.
There you go, Tanner.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell them apart if you showed me both.
They definitely look different from one another.
They have blended. I think I've pulled a Sakurai Miyamoto and blended them into the same person in my mind.
That's understandable. That's entirely understandable. So, you see, here's the thing. During my cross-country times, I was... Me and my boy Jackson, okay, as you all know, Jackson, of course, friend of the channel.
Yeah.
Me and him would constantly be running together, just chatting and shit during our runs and all that kind of stuff. And I noticed that there was a little... Yeah, exactly. I noticed that there was a little romance blossoming during cross country, which was between Jackson and Lynn, okay? And soon enough, Lynn? Okay. What's that?
No, never mind. Okay. This is before my time.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. You didn't join cross country until like...
It isn't before my time, but also like I wasn't in this section of your life yet.
Yeah, no.
I hadn't invaded every permutation of your life yet.
Exactly. Oh, hang on. Yeah. We might actually be able to get Jackson in here in a moment.
Oh shit!
Wow, would you look at that? Yeah, Jackson decided to join right when I started talking about him.
That's pretty timing.
Right.
So what we're doing right now, Jackson, is we're going through our crush history, our crush story, or whatever.
Our crushes and our endeavors in romance, our fancies and such that we have explored over the years.
Nico has gone through elementary and middle school, and he just hit high school.
Yeah. This is a section that Jackson knows very well.
Quite.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. I'm excited.
Okay, so check it out. So, during my times in cross country, There's this women. There's two women. Okay, we're referring to them as Lynn and Lee. Okay, Jackson. Okay. Now,
yep.
You see, romance started to spring between good old Lynn as well as Jackson. Okay, and later would have come to find out that things are not quite as simple as I'd initially seen them as. However, because good old Lynn and Jackson here were becoming so close, this Lee girl, okay, she was left all lonely and all alone, and so her and I would end up speaking to one another since my boy and her Wayman were always talking to one another, and well, let's just say sparks were a-flying during this time, okay? Sparks were downright a-flying, and I developed a massive crush on this girl, okay? Like, this is the biggest crush that I had experienced up to this point now. It was fucking bonkers, boys. It was fucking bonkers. And so, unfortunately for me, I could not do anything about this. I was far too nervous to, like, really make any sort of moves. And so, it ended up just kind of developing into this kind of awkward thing where she knew I liked her, and I just didn't do anything about it.
Damn.
Yeah, so what I kept telling myself is that, well, it's pointless to be in a relationship right now because I don't have a car, I don't have a job, so what are we going to do if we start dating? So I made an oath to myself that I would not start dating until I obtained a car and a job.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And little did I know...
Wait, how old were you when you made this vow?
Like high school, freshman year.
So you weren't old enough to have either of those things yet?
No.
Okay, interesting.
He mentioned it quite a bit, though, which is really funny.
Yeah, right. So, well, it's because people would constantly ask me why I'm not dating anyone, and so I told them, yeah, that's why. It's not just because I'm a loser who can't talk to women, okay? It's not because of that. So,
of course.
Did we all wait until after high school to start dating?
Yes. Well, no for Jackson's case, but basically yes.
Okay.
So yeah,
how does it feel, Jackson? You're better than us.
I don't know about that.
So yeah, as things progressed, I'd still chat with this girl every now and then, okay? Every now and then, but nothing really progressed between her and I, unfortunately. And so that's kind of where things were for quite a while. And then I met my second big high school crush, okay? Then my second big high school crush during my sophomore year of high school. Now, this was a girl who I had chatted with a little bit, actually, basically not all, throughout the entirety of my Spanish class, okay? That's where we met, okay? It was in Spanish class. And
that's
so,
for our...
Yeah, I had noticed her a few times here and there throughout class. I didn't really think too much of her, though.
One?
This is... We are going to call her... we're going to call her Tyrone.
Tyrone is not a very good name for this one. They don't match at all.
Dude, are you gonna know all of these, Jackson?
Probably. I don't.
Glasses, orangish hair.
That's definitely not what her hair color was at all. No.
I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah, she had like black hair. So.
No, I don't know who this is. I don't think.
Yeah, hang on. I have like a picture of her that I'll send over to you boys. There's a good reason as to why I have a picture of her, as you all hear soon.
I'm sure there is.
He's got stapled to his wall.
It's on his fridge.
Yeah.
So, throughout my time in the Spanish class, we never talked, as I said, until the final project, okay? For the final project, we had to get in groups of 4. And if you boys were not aware, typically in my classes, I would not talk to anybody unless I was friends with them. This is kind of how it was. When I was in a class with some pals, it would be a grand old time, okay? I'd constantly be chatting and shit. If I didn't know anybody, I would be silent the entire time.
Gotcha.
Absolutely no conversation.
I was very different from that.
Yeah, no speaking to others whatsoever for me.
I think I arguably talked more in classes where I didn't have people that I considered, like, close friends.
That's definitely very strange. So, for the final project, we had to get in groups of 4. And since I didn't talk to anybody, I just didn't have a group to go into, basically. And so, well, one of the groups was 3, and it had this girl in it. And so they were like, hey, you want to join us? And I was like, oh, hell yeah, brother. So I joined that group, and over the course of this final project, I started to be like, hey, this one girl's pretty cool. She's pretty neat. And nothing else really came of it for that year because it was basically the end of the year at that point. However, during junior year,
what are you gonna do? Date over summer?
Right? Who the fuck does that?
Crazy. I'm playing video games, guys.
It's gamer time. So during my junior year, though, I once again had Spanish. And what would you know? That girl was also in that class. Okay.
What would you know?
Yeah. And I came into the classroom. I saw her sitting there. She had an open desk right next to her. And so I thought, hey, I recognize this girl. I'm going to sit right next to her. And so I do. And we start chatting. And we really hit it off. From here is where we really start to become friends, okay? She relies on me throughout the entirety of Spanish class because for whatever reason, she assumes I know Spanish. Which I most certainly do not. But I'm able to flex on her anyway with all my Spanish skills because I at least know a bit more than she does. So
was that racist?
Possibly.
Okay. Potentially. I don't think that's a misinterpretation.
Okay.
So yeah, me and this girl, we start to get a lot closer. And as we move on into senior year here now, this is where I finally have acquired a job and a car, boys. It's finally happened.
Whoa.
So it's at this point where I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit more confident now. I feel like I can really start dating somebody. And so this is where I need to figure out, okay, because I've still been conversing a bit here. I don't know why I keep saying conversing. I've been chatting it up with good old Lee here.
And just flirting with her.
Exactly.
Ooh, wait, we're back to her?
A little bit, as well as with this new girl, Tyrone.
Okay.
And so it's around this time.
You have to make a decision.
Yeah, exactly. I need to make a hard and fast decision. Later, as it would turn out, I made the wrong one, but
damn.
I decided to go with Tyrone because we had more classes together. It was a lot easier for me to just like talk to her normally.
Okay.
As well as I knew where she worked, and so
creepy thing to say, but go on.
She told me where she worked. Okay, so
okay. The tone you used to say. She told me.
She told me where she. She told me where. I also don't know why Jackson's so fucking loud from here now. She told me where she worked, and so I had an easy way to just kind of like go and kind of hang out with her because her work was constantly fucking dead, and so usually after my shifts of working, I just go over there and just kind of hang out with her so that she wouldn't be like super bored and alone. So we got to hang out quite a bit.
Such a gentleman.
Yeah, exactly. Just work and chill. So I decided, okay, it's my senior year. I have to go to prom. Okay, I have to go to prom.
What?
What was that, Tanner?
I'm trying to. I guess I don't remember if you went to prom or not.
I did. I have pictures to prove it that I'll be showing you here in a moment.
Okay.
And so I asked this girl to prom. She says yes. She's super excited.
Junior year prom?
What was that?
Junior year?
No, this is senior year, and I'm talking about.
This is senior year.
Yeah. We've escalated to senior year.
Did we endlessly make fun of you for going to prom?
I don't think that you did. No.
Maybe I just didn't know.
You definitely knew because I asked you if you went to prom or not, Tanner. And you're like, no, I stayed at home and played League of Legends. Why the fuck would I go to prom? So
probably.
Exactly. So I asked her to prom. She gave me a big old hug. She was so excited. She was pumped. Okay. She was downright pumped to go to prom with me. All right. And things got really weird after this. Okay. Despite
after prom or after you asked?
After I asked. So things were pretty normal for quite a while here. But then, like, on the couple of weeks leading up to prom, she was starting to become, like, kind of distant from me, which felt very strange. And once we eventually got to prom, I'll send the picture to you guys here now. This was us in our outfits for mom. So, just hang on one moment.
File too big.
Exactly. It's too massive.
HD.
Discord can't handle it.
Never mind. I guess you guys don't see the picture.
2017 technology. Huh?
Is that actually the reason?
Yeah.
Come on. We gotta.
I'm sorry, boys.
Get it to us somehow.
I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry.
Put it in the audio information folder.
That's a good idea.
It's gonna take too long at this point. So.
No, come on, man.
I'm sorry. So
we gotta see it.
You're leaving us hanging here, man.
Well, you see, it's on my phone is the problem here.
Do some. Text it to us.
Yeah.
Fucking. Okay, fine.
I want to see the fucking picture. I need to know who you're talking about.
I need closure.
Damn it. Okay, fine. Hang on. This is taking far too long for what it is, but...
No, it's fine. We want to see it.
Okay, fine. Messages.
Snap it to us.
I don't have either of you on Snapchat.
Damn.
That sucks.
Let's see. Contacts. Jackson should be first here. His profile picture is of an anime girl leading him through a noose. Tanner. There he is, Barack Obama eating a snow cone. Compose. Send. Apparently this started a group chat for you guys, but there you go. That's what she looked like. Okay, perfect. So... Getting back to the story now.
Yeah.
During the entirety of prom, we basically didn't talk to one another whatsoever.
Hold on a second. I just got a text from someone.
Oh my god.
I legit don't really recognize this person.
Damn, dude. Fucking
Was
damn.
she a senior too?
No, she was 1 year younger than me.
Okay.
Yeah. 1 year younger.
Kind of creepy, but...
How was that creepy, Tanner?
He just likes talking shit about you.
Things get much creepier down the line, don't you worry. So...
Oh.
So...
Were you 18 at the time?
No. So...
Okay.
Actually, probably, I guess. So...
And she wasn't? Uh-oh.
Look, nothing happened. So... Okay, so... Basically, we didn't talk to each other throughout the entirety of prom. We only danced together once, and it was because her best friend made her do it. And,
so
yeah.
What the hell happened?
It was a very sad prom, okay? I was really bummed out after it. I didn't understand what went wrong. I felt like things were totally fine up until that point. And I would later come to find out, through one of her friends, this friend will become very important later. Apparently, how this girl works is that she gets very uncomfortable when she finds out the guys like her. And so, usually she'll be super into a dude, and then the moment things escalate beyond just, like, liking each other, she becomes super weirded out by the whole thing and just distances herself from them. Which is very unfortunate. Also, apparently, as I would come to find out shortly later, she turned out to be a lesbian. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Classic.
Exactly. Fucking pog, dude.
That's fucking funny, though.
Yeah, dude. Massive pog right there. It was a bummer for me, but I understood it. And so, hey, in retaliation to this,
did she give you lesbian energy?
She didn't really, no.
She's not ugly enough to be a lesbian.
Right? So, in retaliation to this discretion that she cast upon me, I decided to date her best friend for 3 years, who she ended up having a massive crush on.
Damn.
Fuck, dude. Wow.
That's fucking hilarious.
That gets a little... that's a bit of a spoiler as we get ahead here, but yeah.
How'd you know she had a crush on her?
Because her friend told... Because the woman who I dated, her best friend, she told me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I guess she had confessed her love at one point.
Huh?
I guess that she had confessed her love at one point.
Like when you were two together?
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is gonna be our most viewed episodes. Right. Should we just become a drama podcast?
It was fucking awesome. It felt great. I loved it so much. It was the ultimate culmination to that entire story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. However, as I said, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. So, over the course of the summer...
Are they together now?
No. So, over the course of the summer, after I had graduated, some things really started to change for me. This was the dawning of the golden era for me and my love life, okay? For whatever reason, it was during this period of my life in which a lot of girls who I'd known throughout high school decided to mention that, oh hey, I had a massive crush on you, by the way, and also, I'm moving away now, goodbye. Which was just the greatest. And so...
Do you think that feels worse than me never having a girl ever walk up to me and be like, hey, I like you, can I you?
I guess
like,
not.
Which would you rather go through?
I guess it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all.
Damn, wow, fuck. That got steep, dude.
He really hit you with that.
Right. So during the summertime, I started to really hang out.
Interested in any of these girls?
Was I interested in any of them? Yeah, definitely. It was the Lee girl who we had discussed before. She was one of them.
Well,
she was like, I was just really waiting for you to like ask me out, but you never did. So that was cool.
Should have gone full base and said, hey, you should have done it.
Right?
Equal rights, baby.
So throughout my senior year, I had hung out with like the choir kids and stuff like that a lot, and that really bled into my whole summer after senior year experience. When I would hang out with those people a lot because they'd constantly be having parties, and this is when I started to connect with a lot of other people outside of our general friend group and shit like that. And it was during this time.
You were doing a lot of shit behind our backs, weren't you?
Oh yeah, 100%, especially during this time.
Man, I feel unwanted.
I'm sorry, Tanner. I'm sorry. You just don't have hot girls around you constantly.
You're right.
How am I supposed to get women when I'm playing League of Legends with you, Tanner?
Listen, we play Smash Brothers too.
I guess it's fair. So I feel like my story is dragging on a little long here. So I want to make this as quick as possible.
No, that's fine. Listen, if this has to be a 4-hour episode, then so be it.
Okay. I guess that's fair. So this is when I start to become close to this one particular girl, who I had recognized being around Tyrone quite a few times. Okay, and who I would chat with her. As it turned out, she had dated one of our close friends throughout high school as well. They had just recently broken up, but I decided, you know what?
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I was telling myself, no, you can't fall for this girl. She just broke up with like one of your friends. That'd be weird. But fuck it, I ended up doing it anyway.
Was it weird?
Initially a little bit, but it very quickly didn't become weird because I only did it for like a couple months.
I don't remember any blowback from that.
No, there wasn't any. So yeah, we ended up dating. It was awesome. We did it for like 3 years. We were really chill with one another. Basically, like never fought. It was epic, dude. It was epic. However, unfortunately, she didn't want children, and I really do. So we couldn't really. That's not really something that you can.
Bam! Shut it down!
Exactly.
Cut her off! No more!
You can't come to a consensus there.
Look her in the eyes and say, you're never gonna find someone as good as me.
I wish, dude. I fucking wish. And so, you see, there's this weird thing. So, for whatever reason, after I had started dating somebody, is also, once again, when a bunch of women started to come out of the woodworks and be like, hey, I really like you, by the way.
God, your life must be so fucking hard, you know that?
Right? It was fucking awful.
This hasn't happened to you, has it, Jackson?
Hell no, dude. I've literally never had a woman approach me.
Okay.
So,
Nico makes me want to be racist. Because he makes me believe in other race supremacy. If Nico was even slightly whiter, this would not be happening to him.
There's a bit of a side story that I kind of skipped over as well, but I'm going to get into a little bit more here.
A side quest. Let's do it.
Because after I had started dating this girl, during the summer of that year, you see, Tanner and I, we would constantly go to a summer camp, okay?
Oh, yeah.
It was a grand old time. It was fantastic. We loved it. It was really cool. Yeah. And so we'd be at the counselors at the summer camp, just chilling.
Remember that time I cried?
I don't actually.
The only time you've ever seen me cry?
I don't actually remember this.
Really? Okay, interesting.
Why did you cry, Tanner?
I think it was the first day. I want to say it must have been like freshman year. It was the first day of that camp, and I have a much longer history with that camp than any of you fucking posers. I was around there long before Adventure teamed up with that camp. I'll tell you what, I was there for the very first time Eric ever ran that camp. But yeah, when I was a really little kid, my dad worked there, and so I would be there all the time. And so I just had a really strong connection with that camp and my dad. And yeah, that freshman year, that first year I was there as a counselor on the first day, we were just in the worship hall doing worship songs, and I just kind of got hit because that was the first time I had ever been back to that camp since my parents had gotten divorced. And at that point, I hadn't seen my dad in a year. And so I just burst into tears and have to charge out of the worship hall, and I start crying on the steps.
I definitely do not remember that whatsoever, Tanner.
Yeah. And that was the last significant time I cried.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. That was an event. Embarrassing. God. Sadie could tell you about that one.
Oh, could she? Okay.
Yeah, she remembers it. Doug remembers it. My mom remembers it. Yeah.
Damn, dude. Damn.
I'm sure some of the kids, if they have their memories.
I have a funny feeling basically none of the kids will remember that.
Probably not, but yeah. Yeesh.
No, you see, it was during this summer in particular.
Sorry.
Tanner, my good friend Tanner here, he was far too busy, unfortunately. You see, he was doing a bunch of the tech stuff, so he couldn't be like a normal counselor and like hang out with the boys.
I was screwing up a lot of the tech stuff.
Yeah, he was doing
a god-awful job with the tech stuff.
Yeah, he was supposed to be there to be like one half of a team, but he ended up being just one member of a team and then one liability.
Is that what... Let me... Yeah. Yeah.
So I couldn't really talk with Tanner at all. So instead, the only other people who were really around my age who I wanted to talk to were some of the women at this camp, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was one of these girls who I had a crush on previously, okay? And this is where I found out just how much she actually liked me. So, like during my sophomore year, I'd say, is when I first met her.
Which of them is it?
What's that?
Which of them is it? Is it the main one?
It's that one. So.
Yeah. Okay. The main.
So during my sophomore year, was when I had first met her, and when I first saw her, I thought that she was much older than I was. Not like much older, but like at least 3 years older. Turns out it was the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And so
I was shocked. I was shocked to learn that too.
Right?
I think you saw me reacting to that one. Probably.
So. Huh? I had gotten quite a bit of a crush on her, and
really,
but like nothing really came of that. Over the years, I soon came to find out that apparently she also had quite a bit of a crush on me. Okay,
even I knew that.
Yeah, I didn't realize it. So once I found out that she also had a crush on me, for whatever reason, my brain decided, okay, yeah, this is over now. You don't like her anymore. So that fucking sucked.
I'm glad no one listens to this. Maybe I'm not glad, because, like, if people listen to this, they'd be able to see how much of a monster you are that I know. I feel like I have this horrible secret that you're, like, this diabolical fiend and no one believes me. You're this fucking Skeletor walking the earth.
Yeah, it sucked, Tanner. It sucked real bad. But we became a bit closer during that summer. We really chatted, talked about our feelings and stuff like that, and we came to an understanding. Okay, we came to an understanding. As well as there were a couple of other girls at this camp who also I came to find out had quite a bit of a crush on me as well.
Seriously?
Yes.
Like, how many of them?
It was like two more. I only remember one of them though.
The tall ones?
No. That's her name there. You say that her name is a really stupid spelling. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would have been awkward.
Yeah, exactly. So
she's even younger than the first
exactly.
one.
So I thought she was very cute. Of course,
she was, but
yeah, she was very cute.
What was the other one?
Like I said, I don't remember who the other one was.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought she was very cute. At this time, I did have a girlfriend though. But of course, this is why all these women were attracted to me at this point, because they want what they can't get.
They could smell
these bastards.
They could smell the taken. What? Do you say bastards?
Yeah, these bastards, dude.
Okay. I guess I've never thought about bastard being applicable to women.
I don't know, Tanner. That's very strange.
It absolutely is.
I feel like I've never heard bastard applied to a woman before, though. It feels male-centric.
I guess so. So this other girl, she had said that she found me very hot. Unbeknownst to me, this caused massive issues between her and one of Tanner's brothers.
Really? Oh,
yes.
Right.
I apparently inadvertently ruined their blossoming relationship.
Of course.
Because she found me very attractive. So,
I vaguely remember this.
Yes.
Her overwhelming masculine energy just destroyed what they had.
Right. As I later came to find out during that summer camp experience, she was like 3 years younger than I was, possibly even 4. I don't quite remember. Either way, it was like,
I think it
oh,
had to
wow.
have been like 4.
Yeah, either way, I was like, oh, wow, this is really weird now. But before I felt like, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for right now, Jackson? What is it?
I don't fucking know.
It's like
Flattered?
Yeah, flattered. That's the exact one, Tanner. Thank you. Okay. For whatever reason, I kept thinking it started with a B. I was very flattered. And then, but then when this information came to light, I was like, oh, never mind. This is very weird. Okay.
Cutting it off now.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, that was my fantastic summertime experience. That was, I believe that was around the close of the golden era, because now we delve into the dark era, okay? Over this past year, I believe it was in like either late April or early May.
Wait, why did we take the detour to the camp after we already hit after high school?
Because this was this was after I had graduated. This was the first year after graduation. We'd gone to camp or whatever. It was the first year I was dating this one woman. So
okay,
it all makes sense chronologically. So we now delve into the dark ages. After the relationship has come to a close, things haven't been so good, boys.
You never cheated on her?
Unfortunately not. No.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, it sucks, but I can't say I ever cheated on her.
Good for you.
Right. Yeah, for whatever reason, well, once you're no longer in a relationship, as it turns out, women just aren't interested in you anymore. It's very weird. So yeah, I've been having some troubles finding some new women.
Even ones that previously were like, oh my gosh,
yeah, here's the fucked up part, Tanner. They're all married now, so like
all of them.
Yeah, pretty much all of them. One of them I did meet like shortly after me and last girl had broken up. And we had drinking just a little bit, okay? We done just a little bit drinking. We made out, which possibly wasn't great since I later came to find out she was also getting married.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, did you already type this person's name?
No, I haven't. So,
okay.
Yeah, don't worry. You don't know them. So,
okay.
So yeah, after that, though, not much has really progressed in the old love life, unfortunately. I've been using these dating apps. I've come to meet 2 women, okay? I've come to meet 2 women throughout these dating apps so far. I've gone 2 dates, one with each of them. And this is where things get weird in my life, boys. This is where things take a very interesting turn.
Over the course of how many months?
I think I started using the dating apps around maybe August or so.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only gone 2 days.
Maybe dating apps are the great equalizer. Even the guy who's been just rolling in fucking pussy like Nico is having bad luck like us.
To be fair, I think I have terrible pictures I'm using.
That's relatable.
So
I have good pictures. I just have a terrible person in them.
So one of these women, I've told you both about. She comes from a wealthy family, okay? And she has a lot of drive and ambition. I think that she's going to make a lot of herself over the coming years. Her wealth will more than likely just quadruple in size, I must say. And I
you
feel
just
like,
want to drop in at the end of all that.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like if I can get in there nice and early before she's super successful, then I'll be set for life. Okay, I'll never have to work. I've talked to her about it. She's totally fine with the idea of like a house husband and shit like that. This is why I prefer to date like slightly more liberal girls. Okay, because they're more open to those kinds of ideas. But
you're never going to be able to reveal your political opinions to her. You literally have to like lie about that part of yourself.
Fortunately for me, Tanner, I don't think I'm quite as radical as you are.
Okay. Listen, just the fact that you voted for Trump would put her off.
That's why I don't tell them.
Yeah, I think telling any woman that in like 100-mile radius.
I fucking lied about that too.
I have
not bold-face lied about that to people just to get dates.
Exactly.
Not that I'm ashamed or something.
I love
fucking maggots.
Oh, Sanders is great.
I
Big
totally
fan of
voted for that guy, yeah.
Yeah, fuck both these candidates. I voted for Andrew Yang, okay? Yang all the way, boys. So
my ballot got lost in the mail or something crazy, right? Anyways.
So the other girl, though. There's this other girl who I've also been chatting with. She's a gamer, boys. She's a fucking gamer. And she also shares my love for art. Okay.
Artist.
Yeah, so like I think that there's a little something special there. Okay,
Does she have a nose
you don't
ring?
come across a gamer girl every now and then, every day. Okay.
How many tattoos does she have?
Answer
I
the
don't
question.
think she has any currently.
Okay.
No nose ring?
Nope.
What? Dyed hair?
How many colored? Yeah, I was gonna say. No what?
Yeah.
No dyed hair?
What
No.
the fuck?
What kind of gamer girl is this?
You got a fake one. You got a fake one on your hands, man.
Fake gamer girl alert. She's got one of them diva bodysuits that is apparently a cosplay. She bought it in fucking Walmart for $15, but she's a cosplayer.
Does she even have cat ear headphones?
She does actually.
Let's go.
Does she even have Does she even have an OnlyFans?
I don't think so. No.
I sure hope not.
Yeah, I really hope not. So, as you can see here, I've stumbled upon the setup to a Hallmark movie. Okay, I need to choose between one girl who will be rich and who will be able to live a comfortable life with, and one girl who will be dirt poor with, but we're both gamers. Okay.
Listen, comrade, the revolution is coming. That rich girl, she's not going to last long. They're going to eat her. They're going to literally devour her flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I feel like Hallmark movies always end with you going with the girl you have more in common with.
They do, don't they? I haven't actually watched any of them.
Thank God.
I'd be surprised if very many of them end with, and then they had a wealthy lifestyle, and the very nice one kind of fucked off.
Well, you see, because, like, normally they don't portray, like, the rich dude as, like, an asshole or anything like that either. He's always also, like, a nice guy as well.
Right.
It's just, like, the poor guy is more eccentric or whatever the fuck.
They have more in common.
He's more charming or something.
Yeah, it's like he's a fun and charming guy is typically how it goes.
I think the problem is you'd be going into this relationship banking on marriage.
Yeah, of course.
And we've seen how that's worked out before.
That's how I approach every relationship, Tanner.
Okay. I just feel in the...
Well, because I don't want to go into a relationship being like, nah, fuck it. I don't expect to marry the person who I'd be dating, but I want that to be the end goal, you know?
Right. I don't know.
I suppose that is currently my dating life, boys. That is my dating life.
I personally am voting on gamer girl.
I say a rich girl. Go for the comfort brother.
Damn. You need a tiebreaker. Go ask your mom.
Okay.
If you weren't an art major or something of that nature, then I'd say go for the gamer girl.
Okay.
I'm not trying to imply anything with that statement.
Fuck,
but
he's got a point there.
Oh no, of course I get it. Like, here's the thing I don't understand about a bunch of dudes. It's like, well, why do they hate the idea of their women making more money than them?
because
most
they have
dudes are
massive
stronger
egos.
than you, Nico.
I mean, look, all I'm saying here is that if I want to be like the breadwinner or something, I'll be fucked. Okay, I'm not gonna make much money.
Well, you don't even have to be the breadwinner. You know, just pull your own weight.
I don't want to.
Damn. Is this the new toxic masculinity?
It might.
What is she gonna get rich doing?
Well, she said she has like a bunch of business ideas in mind. She hasn't really talked about any of them particularly.
Okay, hold on a second. That's something that women do.
It is something that women do. However, she's already capable of getting a small loan of $1 million to like really set things in place, you know?
Okay, now this just sounds like out and out like failure waiting to happen. Go with the gamer girl. Like what?
I'm actually starting to agree with Tanner
What's
here.
her business? An online clothing brand?
Fuck
She's
if I
gonna
know, dude.
start a drop shipping business?
It's probably what it is. Probably a dropshipping business, Nico.
It might be. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I haven't asked for details.
It's my new jewelry line aimed at the LGBTQIA plus community.
Oh my god.
With a focus on women, or whatever the fuck. I love fall colors. I'm doing fall colors year-round.
So, Tanner.
I'm gonna paint a tree pink.
Now that you've heard my foray into romance, could you perhaps divulge yours?
Is it my turn?
It is, I believe. I believe it is.
I feel like we almost want to go Jackson because his run's kind of parallel to yours.
I suppose so. I know that yours does kind of intermingle with mine just a little bit as well, but yeah, we can go into Jackson next.
Not really, but I see what connection you're kind of making.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I've got a general idea of what's going on here.
Perfect.
Okay. Be warned.
Who was your first crush? I thought Nico wasn't doing real names, which I guess for high schoolers, sure, don't do real names. I'm gonna say real names.
I'm 100% gonna say real names. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I don't think any of these people are gonna watch the podcast, and if they do, then who fucking cares? That was years ago.
Yeah, we all voted for Trump, ladies.
Yes, sir.
All right, so yeah, what was like your first crush, Jack? So let's start there.
My very first crush. Oh god,
Yeah.
I don't even fucking know. That was so long ago.
Damn.
Probably some girl in elementary school. There's like 2 different girls in like elementary school that I really liked, but nothing ever really came of.
Okay.
Elementary school I was actually like a player, which is surprising.
Oh, yeah.
And then it completely collapsed when I got into middle school. Like I literally had
because
girls fucking.
It's because you're a really fast runner, Jackson. That's the thing.
That's literally what it was. It's so fucking stupid.
Right?
We had this thing where they had like the massive field out in the playground, and they just like set up a little like ring, and you basically just go like during like a 10-minute period to like see how many laps you could do. And I always got first place every single year in that. And the girls just loved this shit. They were all over me because I was a really fast runner, and I thought I was cool as shit. Yeah. But nothing ever really.
They didn't care how fast you were in bed.
Yes, because I was in elementary school. But they didn't.
That is the implication.
Nothing ever really happened with that. I don't think I ever even gave a shit about girls at that point in my life. Going into middle school, I became an absolute dweeb, and I never made any moves on girls, and I also never really had any friends or girls that I would, except for one specific girl, which I highly regret falling in love with for a little bit.
Who was it, Jackson?
Because everybody fell in love with this girl. She's like the ringleader of the gays, is how I describe her, right?
Yeah, can I take one guess?
Yeah.
Was it Megan?
I think I know too.
It was not Megan.
Oh!
What? No, this is the...
She's not the ringleader of the gays.
She was part of my friend group that I used to hang out with before I started hanging out with you and Skylar and all that.
Oh, that's right. Was it, fuck, what was her name? Was it like Brittany or something like that?
It's like...
Bitch.
I don't remember. I think it's like Brienne or something.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
It starts with a B. But yeah. I think she was in...
I don't know who
I think she was in band, but like we had like a big like friend group of all like a bunch of fucking weirdos. We all hung out. I'm pretty sure literally everybody in that group had the hots for this girl.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And I was also one of them because I just thought she was cute. I liked hanging out with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole group... Then for some reason, she decided that she was pansexual or something.
Yes.
And then the entire group, because they're all a bunch of sheeps that want to follow this one girl, they all turned different varieties and flavors of gay. And I was like, this is fucking stupid. So I left, and...
I ain't gay! And then he charges out of the room.
Yeah. And then I started hanging out with you, Nico, and a couple other dudes. And that was pretty much the last of that. That ended pretty quickly. I was kind of embarrassed about getting into a girl like that.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it happens. The heart wants what the heart wants, Jackson.
Yeah, and that was pretty much that for middle school. I don't think I had anything else significant that I really thought too much about. High school is where it gets interesting, though, and also kind of sad, because I was really hyperactive in freshman year, and I was definitely more social than I was in any other year in high school, because I kind of turned into a fucking emo kid around, like, sophomore, junior year. But in cross-country, as Nico referenced, she's one of the girls. I didn't actually give a shit about one of these girls, but another one I did give a shit about. I actually had a major crush on Cecily during cross country. Big fan of Cecily, but she was also really good friends with Anna Lynn. They're like best friends.
Suddenly these code names I was using before gaining more weight.
Don't matter at all.
The mystery!
We're unraveling the secrets here. Yeah. So there was like one big event in this that kind of destroyed all of this for me, where basically there was like a movie night at our school, and I think it was Cecily that invited me to it to go with them, but it was with her and Anna Lynn, so I went. It was like the three of us. And we sit down to start watching the movie. They don't actually give a shit about the movie. They're girls in high school, so they're just trying to figure out who I like or whatever.
Yeah.
And of course, the implication was Cecily's constantly picking my brain because she wants to know if I'm in love with Anna Lynn, because apparently Anna Lynn had a crush on me at the time. Mm-hmm. I didn't give a shit about Anna Lynn, so I'm like answering all these questions assuming that Cecily's the one attracted to me.
Woof.
And then it gets to the point where Cecily asks me if I'm attracted to Anna Lynn, and Anna Lynn gives me that look, and I'm like, shit, I fucked up.
They activated their trap card.
Yeah, and
now what do you do?
I can't even...
Was it a lock-in or just like a movie thing?
I literally can't even remember really what happened. I think my memory is just blocked that out. It was just not very good. I literally I specifically do remember, though, getting home that night, taking a shower, and doing that fucking dumb thing where I like put my hand against the wall. I'm like, I fucked up. But that was truly awful. And then I still didn't really give a shit about Anna Lynn, but I also kind of wanted to be in a relationship with somebody, and the entire cross country team was pretty much pressuring us to go out, even though I really didn't give that much of a shit about her. So we started going out.
You can be a little nicer to her, you know.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, she's a nice girl,
isn't she?
Come on.
I mean,
I
after I
remember
figured
her
out
being a nice person.
I mean, after I figured out why she randomly dumped me, I think she's kind of a piece of shit, but that's just me.
Why did she dump you, Jackson?
So, I think we only dated for like a month. I was constantly... Was it longer?
No, I said it definitely was not a long time.
Yeah, but I was constantly trying to like be the boyfriend in this scenario, even though I didn't really care that much. I was kind of like hyped up to be in a relationship at the time, so that kind of masked the fact of me not really liking her that much. But I was constantly trying to do things with her, like I'd ask her out to like a movie or like want to hang out and things like that. We were like texting every day, but she would just constantly deny my advances to doing anything with her. Pretty much, I thought that was weird. It's like whatever. And then eventually, I'm like hanging out at like a friend's house one day, and she like texts me on my flip phone, and she's like, "Yeah, I want to break up. I've got like too much homework and stuff to do, so like we can't hang out anymore." And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." And then even like I think it was like a week later, Cecily like plays like a prank on me or something, and she like texts me from Anna Lynn's phone like asking if I want to like get back together because they're fucking awful human beings and decided that they wanted to mess with my feelings after they broke up with me.
Yeah, that is something women do.
That was really fucked up.
They are assholes, aren't they?
But that's not even...
Have you guys ever heard of men doing anything like that?
No,
like,
for men it's usually just like...
ex?
For men it's usually just like, send nudes. Oops, my younger brother sent that text. Sorry.
Yeah. But basically, after the fact... I figured out, because I can't even remember, but somebody else told me, I'm pretty sure it was like Miles or something on the cross-country team, but she had like a list of dudes that she was into, and I was at like the bottom of the list, and she just couldn't get any of these other guys, so I was like the last option because she just wanted to date somebody. She didn't really give a shit about me, she just wanted to date somebody. So I was like the last choice in that scenario.
I remember her... that's really weird, because I remember at this time she also had a dude stalking her. Well, his name was Ethan, by the way.
Yep.
She had this dude stalking him, and he would like constantly confront her, and she would scream at him like, "No, I don't like you. I am in love with Jackson right now."
Yeah, no, I don't know if I believe
Jackson
that.
would just be standing there like, yeah.
Literally like a week after she
so
dumped me, she started like literally constantly hanging out with like a foreign exchange student guy too. Like they would just like walk around the school constantly, and that fucked me up. I was like, man, I really meant absolute jack shit to this woman. And then after I figured that out, I was like, I fucking hate women. This is awful. So I definitely went into a phase where I just didn't even consider dating or women as an option at that point. I just really didn't give a shit anymore. Until around junior year when I went on a band trip with the band. And during this time, I started hanging out with Brandon. I was already hanging out with Brandon. Brandon DeMarco, the full name. Go look him up on Facebook.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick. But he was like the main dude I hung out with in band. And him and Grace... were already like kind of friends, and then I started becoming friends with Grace through Brandon. And then during the band trip, it was basically like us as like a trio, and we like constantly did everything together throughout that. So we became way closer through that band trip. And then I definitely started getting the hots for Grace, but I didn't do anything about it the entire time. And then we even had a class. This was like to the point where like Brandon and her and I were like doing things outside of school. Like we went to like a fair together. Like we'd hang out like during lunches and stuff, or like go out to eat. But I just never did anything about it because I was so fucked up about Anna Lynn still. Not because I liked her, but because I was like, fucking women do this type of shit. That shit sucks. And then senior year
That
rolls
shit
around,
does suck.
and then I actually did want to ask Grace out because she seemed like a genuine person. She seemed like she was into me. Like every time we like were near each other, she was constantly trying to do that like clingy thing where she's like always touching me in some tiny way, which I noticed, especially in like her language arts class. Like I'd sit next to her and she'd like constantly be trying to like touch me. I don't know if that's even a sign. I just assumed it was. But
I definitely think it is.
Yeah, that's just her womanly instincts.
Yeah,
It's also that.
But I never made a move, and I kept telling myself it was because we were going to different schools. So like it just wouldn't work out because we're gonna be like hours away. I don't want to like try to date long distance, so like there wasn't any point. I'm gonna be working over the summer, so who cares? So I never made a move, but I definitely regret doing that. And that's pretty much all of my high school romance. College then was incredibly uneventful because I was an absolute social outcast. Freshman year in the dorms, I basically hated everybody on my dorm floor, so I isolated myself pretty much. I tried to use dating apps a little bit, but nothing ever came of it because I legitimately never got a match, and I got like 2 likes throughout the entirety of me using dating apps. Very unpopular, as it turned out. Huge self-esteem issues after that point, which definitely
Did you
didn't help.
mention you were in cross country in your bio, though?
No, I did not mention I was in cross country
There's
in my
your
bio.
problem.
Yeah. But it was around my junior year, I think. I found like a friend group online, and I think I've like in passing told you about this girl, but she was like a girl that I hung out with online with another one of my friends. It was like we were like 4 dudes, and then 2 of the guys got into like a big fight, so then it was 3 of us, and then we started getting way closer through this, and then eventually I actually asked her out. I think it was in my senior year. We had been friends for like almost like 2 years at this point. We like constantly hung out. We had like everything in common. Like we played every game together. We watched like full seasons of like anime together. Like we'd keep up with like shows or whatever. We had like the exact same music taste. Like she was like fucking perfect to me. It's like all I thought. Like this is the one. I don't give a shit that she lives a state over. Who fucking cares?
I was just about to ask about that.
Yeah, she lives in California.
Gotcha.
Literally
Did you find out what
everybody-
she looked like at all?
Yeah, I know exactly what she looked like. We had been in voice calls with our webcams on before, and I thought she was all right. She definitely wasn't like 100% my type, but like you gotta do what you gotta do.
This girl's great.
Fuck it, I'm desperate.
This was like an 80% personality, 20% she's Asian kind of thing.
Oh, yeah,
So
You don't have to phrase it like that, but go on.
yeah, but yeah. So I eventually asked her out. She is super shy, which didn't help anything. So I was basically like, we constantly had like this talk about like a talk, where obviously we're going to be talking about that because people had been like picking up on the fact that we like both liked each other apparently. So we eventually have the talk, and it's basically just 30 minutes of her rejecting me, which was fucking awful. Her reasoning being she liked me at one point, but throughout the entirety of us hanging out, I never mentioned this, but she also was constantly talking about this girl that she was fucked up about. She turned out to be a lesbian. I didn't know this. One of the guys in the group knew this. Another one was constantly joking about it, but she was always denying being a lesbian, even though we were joking about it. So I thought I had a chance. No, she is a lesbian. Truly unfortunate.
I luckily haven't had that one pulled on me.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, and that one really fucked me up, and I'm still fucked up about it, literally just because if I can't make that shit work with, like, the girl that I have literally everything in common with, and that's, like, way below my... That sounds fucked up, because I'm still not that big.
You even have liking girls in common with her.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. But literally, a girl that's, like, below, like, my physical standards, honestly, but we had, like, everything in common personality-wise. If I can't make it work with a girl like that, I don't think I can make it work with fucking anybody, is all I thought.
Lacey Jackson, the problem here is that you're trying to make it work with a girl who's also a lesbian.
Yes, that's also very true. But the thing is that she told me in the call that she also liked me at one point as well. But the catalyst to her saying no at the time was because the girl that she was fucked up about started talking to her again after like a year of silence. And that's what made her think, okay, I'm gonna go and try to get this girl and not this fucking dude that I had a crush with and everything. I'm gonna try to get this girl that told me some really fucked up shit in the past. That sounds like a good idea. Let's go for the fucked
Listen,
up girl,
guys.
not the stable guy.
I mean, hey, if anything, that should make you feel a bit better that you were unlesbianifying this girl.
Absolutely, dude. I almost turned
You're turning her straight.
I'm
You turned straight.
Yes, sir. So that fucked me up. Still fucked up about it. And I have not really cared that much about dating since then. I haven't really even had like a crush on anybody. I got on Bumble like a month ago and literally nothing's come of it. I have awful pictures and literally nobody's gotten matched with me. I've gotten like 6 likes in the entirety of it. Huge self-esteem issue still. I think I'm ugly as fuck with these apps. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, listen, man. As someone who is exclusively dealt with the dating realm in the term of the apps and the shit, and am most experienced with them, these bitches ain't shit. Fuck women. All we can really do is kind of just focus on yourself, and you have to make yourself as desirable as you can while also just showing no interest in women whatsoever.
Yeah, that's the plan, dude. I'm going
that's
to the
what these
gym. I'm trying
fucking hoes want.
trying to get huge.
Yeah. Go get some rhinoplasty, whatever. I won't judge.
That is definitely the
It's
plan,
just
though.
a
I'm
joke.
absolutely using this time.
What haircut are you rocking right now?
I don't fucking know. My hair is definitely not helping.
Is it your high school one?
Yeah, my hair hasn't really changed. Maybe like a little bit shorter than what I used to do in high school, but
Okay.
I do just want to throw this out there real quick. So, like, whenever I'm swiping through these apps, there are, like, a lot of just generally unattractive women, I'd say, on them.
Yeah.
Well, what I don't understand is why are they not swiping
Keep in
on me?
mind.
that's
Right,
what I always
well-
think too. I'm like, damn, dude, I can't even pull a fat chick. Fuck.
No, listen, man. Listen. Here's actually what it is. Most women, they'll sign up for these apps. They'll swipe on it for the first day they have signed up for them, and then that's it. And they're just a dead profile, like sitting on there.
I also hear that a lot of women literally just do it for an ego boost. They don't actually swipe on anybody. They just have it so they can see the like counters go up and just
Yeah.
feed their ego.
Yeah, that too. Also, women just have like wildly inflated senses of like what kind of man they're like, I don't know, appropriate for, I guess. Like the kind of man that they're in the same league as.
The 90-10 thing.
Yeah.
Literally 9% of women going after 10% of dudes. It's legitimately a thing.
Yeah. And realistically, the only way to get around that is to meet women in real life, I guess.
That is very true.
Which is a big problem for a bunch of fucking shut-ins like us, eh?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Like what? I'm supposed to like start going to clubs or something? No thanks.
Yeah, I don't drink, so that definitely knocks out like 100% of women
Yeah.
because everybody says they drink socially.
Yeah. I don't drink, and I'm not interested in women who drink either.
I don't like women that make it a part of their personality.
Yeah.
And how many of them don't? Like
Yeah,
if they do it at
that's
all,
the fucking
it kind of just-
problem, dude. That's the problem.
Because also, I think a lot of women are like, oh, guys want girls that drink.
Well, yeah, because we're in the very big minority. Pretty much everybody
Right.
drinks casually. We're very weird.
I
over
think
there.
there's probably a significant amount of women that are like, I kind of wish I didn't drink very much, but I think guys find it more attractive that I'm like one of the dudes.
Maybe.
Yeah, I get the alcohols. You like the alcohols, Nico? You
They're
fucking
okay.
booze
I'm
hound
not
now?
a big fan of it. Most of it's kind of gross. I'm actually gonna be going out drinking with a couple of friends tonight.
Why?
Well, because one of them, she just turned 21, and
Oh, okay.
so a bunch
Your
of her friends got
with a
COVID.
21-year-old?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean, Tanner? I'm 1 year older than that.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. Man,
Yeah.
fuck. Why do we feel so old, man?
And so yeah, a bunch of her other friends got COVID, and so it'll just be me, her, and one other person.
I'm sure nothing awkward's gonna happen there.
Is the other person a dude?
No, the other person's also a girl.
Damn, dude, not getting me on the double date? Fuck.
I'm sorry, Jackson.
Okay. I'm not doing
To be fair, they're both in relationships right now.
Brutal,
With each
man.
other.
Brutal. Yeah, they're both.
Unfortunately not, no.
And they're not bringing their boyfriends?
No, they're not.
And they're cool with them going drinking with you?
I guess so.
Uh,
I know
Okay.
it's wacky, dude.
Have you gotten drunk?
I've never gotten drunk, no.
Okay.
Well, one time when I went out with my parents, they treated me to like my what the fuck is it called? Graduation. My graduation dinner. They bought me some alcohol.
Is this some middle class shit I don't understand?
I guess so. They bought me some alcohol because they're like, oh, we want to buy you your very first drink at a restaurant, and so that definitely made me super lightheaded. But I definitely wouldn't say I was ever drunk now.
Okay.
So Tanner,
a little bit disappointed though, Nico.
I'm sorry, Tanner. I'm sorry. I'm okay with I'm okay with doing a little bit of drinking socially, as long as it doesn't taste fucking atrocious, which most alcohol does. So.
Okay. I guess it's my turn then.
Yeah, exactly. T-Boy is up now.
I'm
gonna be honest. My stories are pretty front loaded here.
That's okay. It all took place in elementary school.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking slaying it in elementary school.
You do have a much more interesting twist in your story along the lines, though.
Do I?
I mean,
guess
yes, you
do. Fucking. So, funnily enough, unlike you guys, I very distinctly remember my first crush, who they were, what they looked like, and what that whole ordeal. So, this would have been third or fourth grade. Probably third. Definitely third. Maybe second. Maybe first. I don't know. Elementary school, you know? Anyway, this girl's name was Brianna. I know her last name too, which a little creepy, I'll admit. I remember it. Anyway, she was the new girl. She was the new kid in class. She was blonde. She had like a shortish hair. Like think of like you know the movie Atomic Blonde?
Yeah.
She had that haircut.
Okay.
And I just remember one day, it very much seemed like we both had crushes on each other. Yeah, we definitely did. And one day during recess, we just like, should we do that, Jackson?
Potentially. I can't believe I fucking forgot to talk about it.
Jackson's.
I don't know why you forgot that too.
I can't believe you didn't mention it. It was like such a big part. I can't believe I fucking forgot.
I don't even know what this is.
Grace is the girl that I fumbled the bag with in junior and senior year. Mm-hmm. But basically, I graduated. I moved back to McMinnville, and I'm working at the McMinimans location at that time. And she came in like 2 times with her family. The first time we didn't really like interact because she was in a different server section. But I'm pretty sure we both knew who each other were. And then at this time, she also like...
You could tell them apart?
Yeah, right. It's crazy. Actually didn't know. I actually had to take the second time because I saw her ID then to like confirm it. I'm not even fucking with you. She had lost a lot of weight, so she was actually pretty different looking.
Yeah.
But
when Jackson first started talking to her again, because we were in the same language literature class, and so I knew who Grace was as well. Jackson had like mentioned that he had seen her around, and so like the next week I had seen her because she came into my workplace, and I was like, oh, hang on, is that Grace? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't want to ask if it is because otherwise I'll feel like I'm racist.
Yeah. But no, she legitimately looks way different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was in fact her. She at the time, like I think it was like a day after or something of her coming in that first time with her parents, she like updated her Facebook profile picture for the first time since like 2015. Like that was the first thing she'd done on Facebook in a really long fucking time. And I didn't notice until after the second time I saw her. But she came in again with her family, and this time I actually got to like kind of interact with her because she came up to the bar that I was working at, and she had ordered a drink, so I was able to ID her and confirm that it was in fact her. And that was pretty much the last of that. And then after that, I added her on Facebook because I know she did the profile picture thing. I was like, okay, that has to be like a sign to me, right? There's no way.
Did you give her ID the extra long stare?
I did actually. I did give it the extra long stare. I'm not even fucking with you. I definitely went like 2 times longer than I should have on that shit. But I added her on Facebook. We started talking on Facebook Messenger. And then I hooked up us going on to a coffee quote unquote date because I don't think she actually ever considered these dates, unfortunately. But we like went out and like hung out, got some coffee, did some things, and then we started just like hanging out like once a week, but we were like talking on Facebook, and then eventually I started talking to her on Discord. Because she's also...
Let's get her in this call right now.
Hell no!
Dude, I don't even drink coffee, so I don't even have that
I also don't drink coffee. I did it for the girls, dude.
Dude, same. I don't even drink coffee. When they ask me to go on coffee dates, I just grab something else.
I also apparently don't drink coffee because chai lattes aren't coffees. Who would have guessed?
Damn.
But that's all I ever fucking get. I just like chai lattes, they're really good. But I think it was like the third date or something, quote unquote date, because I was always considering these dates. I don't think I ever explicitly said that I was looking to be in a relationship with her at this point, but I basically asked her like full on, like asked her on a date at this point. And she gave me the whole excuse like, oh, I can't, I'd love to, but I'm busy, I can't. Also, fucking women, dude, what's up with that shit where they say no, but they just like never even try to reschedule? I don't know if this is just a Grace thing, but like I would constantly try to start things with her, and she'd just say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't. Give me a fucking date! When can you? I hate that shit. It's fucking awful. It just makes me think they don't give a shit. They
just like straight
no
up say no, never.
Yeah. It's fucking stupid. Like, it makes me just think they're just like leaning me on, which is probably what was happening.
They are. Yeah, no.
But yeah, I asked her like on a date. Like, I was trying to get the confusion out of the way. She said that she wanted to, but she couldn't. So that was like really mixed signals to me. So I was like, does she actually consider what we're doing dates? Was she just saying that to be nice? Was she thinking I was talking about a friend date? What the fuck? I don't know. So we hung out like a couple more times, and then I eventually actually asked her out. Like 2 times after. I didn't ask her out 2 times. We hung out like 2 times IRL, and then I asked her out. And she gave me the classic, oh, I can. I'm still not like hung up, but like I'm still like affected by like my last like toxic relationship, and I don't want to hurt you if we move too fast. I really like you though, that every woman ever has given me.
I feel like that's such like I don't know.
That's a really generic response.
I've been in relationships, and I've gotten out of them, and I've always been like, yeah, I could go on a date now.
I think it's really different with women though.
Maybe.
Very different. Also, apparently that excuse, of all the platforms possible, TikTok actually showed me. TikTok's actually pretty fucking red-pilled, which I was really shocked by. Once the algorithm like gets to what you like, it gets pretty based. That's all I'm saying. But there's literally a video where a dude basically just says that exact same rejection thing, but he then leads on with, they don't actually like you. And then the whole comment section of that video is just people saying that women said that like exact same thing to them. And it's just because they want to be friends, but they don't want to like hurt your feelings about it. So they don't actually give a shit about you. They just want to be friends.
Women are so cripplingly afraid of being alone that they will literally psychologically manipulate every man around them just to give themselves a possible escape plan.
Yeah.
Ironically, leaving all those escape plans open leads them to sabotage any actual chance at a relationship they get.
Yes, sir. But that's exactly what's happening to me. The more I realized... That's
none of my business.
Yeah, the more I realized this was happening with Grace, the more I just, like, lost interest in her. And then eventually, this is actually kind of a recent thing. We were watching a show together, Clannad, my very favorite piece of media in fucking history. She was constantly saying she liked it. We only had, like, 2 sessions together. And then I asked her again if she wanted to watch it, like, watch, like, another episode. And she said, oh, I can't. I've got work tomorrow at like 8 o'clock, and then continued to be on her computer for another 2 hours. And then the very next day is on her computer till like 3 in the morning. Like, fuck you. At least you're gonna lie to my face, then at least make it like secretive. Don't like just blatantly lie to my face. That shit's fucked up. And that was the point where I just stopped giving
by making it blatant, now maybe you'll stop talking to her, and she doesn't have to be the quote-unquote bad guy.
This is the thing, though. She keeps fucking reaching out to me. Literally, she keeps fucking sending me shit. And I'm just sending her the most, like, bored responses. Like, I'm completely fucking done with it. I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way to say, like, stop fucking talking to me. But I am absolutely not interested anymore, even being friends with her.
Right.
But she keeps sending me shit, so that's what I don't fucking get. I don't know if she's like just really hanging on to like leaning me on here, like she's like scared of like losing her one fucking groupie that she has right now. But yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I don't really give a shit. This is just making me hate women even more, to be completely honest. I'm turning into Tanner Part 2 here.
Tanner Part 2? Oh, well.
We'll get to that.
Yes, but that's that. Very exciting. Very cool.
Very cool, yeah. Can't wait to see how this one develops. I wonder if there will be any exciting twists.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Any little plot twists.
Alright, so Tanner, tell us more about this cute little blonde girl you were
This has quickly turned into an anti-Valentine's Day episode, by the way.
Fuck
we didn't even intend for it to be that.
We're red pilling the
this
audience.
this is just how discouraging dating as a man is, honestly.
Yeah. This is the experience.
I can't wait for if we get any comments, people in the comments are like, I bet you guys are just ugly and mean and you voted for Trump. Which are all true, but that's true of most guys.
I mean, come on. I don't think that we're ugly at all.
I don't know. I feel like I probably am. I don't know.
No, Tanner, you're not ugly.
I'm funny and confident enough to make up for it.
That's literally the thing.
I have a feeling I'm not a looker.
Women value comedy so fucking highly in how they think of a dude. So I think that gives you major points because you're a really funny guy.
Major point. The problem is I don't have a sense of humor that women like.
That's a big problem.
That is really unfortunate. Yeah,
it's a massive problem. Like, dude, that was the whole thing in high school. Dudes, like, I was the dude, bro. Guys loved me. I was friends with all the guys. Everyone thought I was hilarious, and then the women did not. They weren't into it. Like, how many girls legitimately liked my fucking sense of humor? I can think of like one off the top of my head.
You should have gone for it, Tanner.
Anyway, back to my story. Let's click it and reverse it all the way back to elementary school. Me and Brianna, the blonde girl, we're one day at recess. We're just doing a very child thing. We're leaning against the chain link fence, and we're just leaning there, like standing next to each other, like for the entirety of recess. And then I think the gym teacher comes out, and he says something snide like, "Hey, you guys holding the fence up?" Like, yeah. And that was that little interaction, so that's why I knew I had a crush on her. And I found out she had a crush on me because at the end of the school day that day, she gives me a card. Ooh. Like we're in a fucking movie. The card on the front of it has a shockingly well done crayon illustration of the king jellyfish from SpongeBob. Yes. And inside the card it says, "Do you like me? Yes, no." So I go home with this card in my backpack. And now, here's where the nightmare begins. I am at home. My mom has one of her friends over. They're doing, mom and friend things. I'm probably playing fucking Rampage Total Destruction for the Wii or something.
It definitely wasn't the Wii. Well, maybe it was. Never mind.
Which was it? World Tour on the Wii?
No. What grade was this in, Tanner?
Like third or fourth.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, the Wii would have been that. Okay. I don't know why I was assuming this was like first grade or something.
Nah, I probably like third.
Okay, gotcha.
But anyway, I guess my mom and her friend just start searching through my fucking backpack. I guess. I mean, sure. Yes, I'm a third grader. Sure, look through my backpack. I can rationalize it now. But, it's obviously fucking mortifying when they call you into the other room and they found your little girl card. I had already checked the yes box.
Ooh.
And then that kind of just ruined it, or whatever.
What'd they do, Tanner?
I don't know. They just poke fun at me in a way that adults think is innocent because it's a nothing thing when you're a kid, but when you're a child, it's fucking mortifying.
Yeah, of course.
I go to school the next day and I'm like, my parents found the card, and then she literally says that I think my mom might have like contacted her mom or something. Ooh. But anyway, she was like, my parents say I can't date till I'm 16. Which that was a line, right? That was like a thing people would say.
Yeah, of course.
But, and yeah, that was the end of that.
Damn.
So, let's see. I remember you mentioning that one kid that everyone hated in elementary school. We had one of those too. Ours was Romanian though, and that's why everyone hated him. I don't think he was.
What?
I don't think he was even a particularly weird guy. I think he was probably a nice kid. We just fucking despised him for no reason.
Yeah, at least my school had a reason to hate this kid.
I remember pantsing him like in elementary school.
You contributed?
Like we spent an entire recess period just pantsing him over and over again.
Tanner, what the fuck?
You know what's really bad? You know what's really... Dude, that's not even the worst story with this kid. So, for some reason... I don't know why I say for some reason, but my little brother and his little brother were, like, best friends.
Yeah.
And one day, my mom is like, oh, you and your brothers are going to go over to their house for the night or whatever, because, you know, Hunter and him are best friends. I'm like, Mom, I hate this kid. I don't want to go to his house. It's like, shut up. You're being stupid. You're in 4th grade. You can't hate people for no reason. And I think I'd say something along
him for a good reason, Mom. He's fucking Romanian.
Like, yeah, he's one of these fucking gypsies, I tell ya. And I think I say something along the lines of, Mom, if you make me go, I'm just going to sit on the couch and do nothing the entire time. And guess what I fucking do? I get there, I sit on their couch, and I just stare straight ahead, doing nothing for, like, probably 2 hours?
Damn.
Something like that. Just seething rage the entire time. And, my mom was very mad. She's like, do you have any idea how bad you made their mother feel? She thinks she did something wrong. This lady can barely speak. I'm just kidding, but I think she was an immigrant though. So, and that's when I became a Trump supporter. But yeah, just blind hatred of a child for no reason.
Yeah, but I can only assume that due to the context of the current topic, this hatred soon turned to love. Is that correct?
No, I moved like soon after that.
Oh, okay. Then that was a needless detour, Tanner. Tell us more about the love.
Well, it was a detour because you mentioned you're the kid you hated.
But that transition.
It's a fun story, okay?
It is a fun story. I appreciate it.
Let me think. I don't recall anything else in elementary school. Middle school, I wouldn't say I really had any credit. I mean, you know, there it goes like, she's cute. Wait, middle school was like pretty much the only time where I had friends that were girls, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, let's see, we had Rocky. She was cool. She was very tall for a girl and for a middle schooler. We had Shelby. Shelby was like the cool tomboyish type.
Oh, okay.
She was the one that were like, the friend group was mostly guys who were like, dude, Shelby's kind of hot.
Right? I'm in
8th grade? What?
I mean, like, tomboys, dude. Tomboys.
The ultimate straight choice.
I remember going to a birthday of hers, and they did one of those like murder mystery birthday things where like people have roles and their clues and you're figuring it out. And I went full fucking autism at that party. I don't even know. I'm like, they're playing some popular music. I'm like, you guys, God, fuck. Do you guys have Weird Al Yankovic? Fuck. And then like, I like figure out the mystery after like whatever arbitrary timer they have is expired, and I'm like, I literally start walking around just screaming at the top of my lungs that I figured it out. Just, I don't even know. I was so fucking, I hate thinking back to what I was like back then. I don't have autism, but I think I might have, and I somehow recovered from it because it was fucking bad back then.
It's gotten milder as time has worn on.
Yeah, it's really calmed down quite a bit. High school, ooh. Now in high school, let me introduce you to Hope. I was gonna full blast say her last name, but I decided against that.
Can you type her last name for us?
You don't know who she is.
Oh,
this was in California still.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But Hope and her family were Thai missionaries. Mm-hmm. And that's how we kind of knew them, through like church and stuff. And like
Freshman year, we'd like give her rides home and stuff, and like they would come over to our house sometimes. And Hope was very cute. And yeah, I remember when they first came back from Thailand, and were moved back to California, and they had spent most of a good chunk of their recent childhood in Thailand, so they didn't quite know how America worked, and so we would just mess with them, like we were gonna play catch with a football in the street, and they were gonna go out in their bare feet, and we're like, you're not gonna put shoes on? They're like, nah, we can go in our bare feet. And we're like, okay, but our neighbors pour glass on the street. Like, really? That is a thing I said. But yeah, she was very cute, had a crush on her, went full autism at one point.
How so?
God, it makes me cringe so much just thinking of it. It was some I'm a freshman. Nah, that's not even an excuse. I hate it so much. I don't want to remember this shit. I did something like we touched pinkies, and then we high-fived, and we shook hands, and then we're like, how about a hug? Or something like that. And I'm like, God, fuck, I hate it.
Doesn't sound that bad, Tanner.
It's infinitely worse in my memory. Because also our families were all there watching and shit.
Oh, were they? Oh, fuck, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. And I guess fast forward to when I move here.
Oh, real quick, Tanner, actually. Real quick.
Yeah.
You did actually just remind me of one other thing.
Okay.
Similarly, at one point, at the same summer camp, we had some Italian fucking missionaries come by as well. And they had a son and a daughter around our age, and apparently the daughter also had a huge crush on me. Something that I learned.
She was like, "Oh, he looks just like one of them Italians."
Exactly.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, dude.
Was that the whole story?
Yeah, that was the whole story.
Okay,
you just triggered a memory.
Gotcha. Missionaries, am I right? Whoa. Let's see, then I get to McMinnville. I don't even know. I mean, I had crushes and shit.
Of course.
I think I got a crush on Sadie. I don't know. I don't know if I just was like, hey, Sadie's cool. I enjoy being around her. But then, yeah, that shut down eventually. She started dating that Derek guy, right?
Dude, fucking Derek?
Derek? I like Derek.
I also
Derek's
like
a nice
Derek.
guy.
We clown on Derek a lot, but he's a cool guy.
I don't know why I had this like really just irrational like Derek when they like started dating, and then I realized
because he stole your woman, Tanner. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, totally.
It was a slight against you as a person.
She was so interested in me, right? Nah, eventually I was like, dude, she never, even if she didn't end up dating Derek, she never would have gone for me. Like whatever, and and then I like got kind of close to Derek, and I don't even remember how or why. But we're cool. Oh, it's because we were on the fucking video team together.
Yeah, exactly.
That summer was that was a solid summer for building a Derek Tanner friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. The only other girl in high school that stands out in my mind is Audie.
Oh yeah.
That was like I think she was the first girl I ever asked out.
Yeah.
And consequently, the first girl I've ever been rejected by. She was nice about it, but also we've never spoken since then.
Yeah, I was told about that.
You were told about it? What the fuck?
Yeah, I guess that she had like screenshotted it and sent it to Gwen, and she was like, "How do I reject this boy?"
Oh my god, that's fucking awful. This is information Tanner did not need to hear.
The man needs to hear it.
He already had closure.
I did have closure. What the fuck? Why did they send it to you?
They didn't send it to me. Gwen just told me about it later.
Dude, that's so fucked.
Right? Women are horrible.
They truly are. God, what the fuck? Now I'm depressed. I'm gonna be thinking about that all day.
I'm sorry. I thought it was important information to share.
I guess so. What did you think about that situation? What's the Nico view of that whole thing?
So it was this. I was told about that fairly recently.
Okay.
When I was talking to Gwen, she told me
what was
that.
your reaction when you heard that?
I was like,
he can't wait to hear this.
I was like, oh no way,
rubbing his hands together.
Oh no way, that's fucking crazy, dude.
It's fucking crazy.
Anyway, did you know that Tanner's had sex with like 100 people?
Did you actually say that?
Yeah.
Wow. What was her reaction?
She didn't believe me.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's true.
Dude gets
It's mostly
down.
men.
Did you manage to convince her at all?
Yes, I think I did.
Really?
I think
Interesting.
I think she was eventually like, you know what? I guess that makes sense.
You sent your Pornhub account.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Based on everything they know about me, this should not be possible.
That is an interesting little thing there though, Tanner. What was your what was your realization of your bisexuality like for you?
Wasn't so much a realization. Like, honestly, it's fucking depressing, dude. So, you know, COVID hit. And it would have been once I hit summer break. I was still doing classes, but I think I finished them like immediately. So I was like, whatever, fuck. So it's summer break during COVID, and so like honestly, what it is I just hadn't been in church in several months, and I was just like, I want to have sex, and you know,
The church was what was keeping it away from you.
huh?
The church is what was keeping the sex
honestly,
away.
Probably. My fleeting faith in the good Lord Almighty, and you know, at that point, I had never asked out a girl. I had never even attempted to. I was borderline aromantic, honestly. Like I say, I've had crushes, but at no point has a crush made me been like, I should ask them out.
Yeah, I definitely assumed that you were somewhere on the old LGBT spectrum. I was definitely leaning more towards the asexuality for you.
Oh, how wrong you were. Little did he know. And so I go on fucking Reddit, I think. Maybe I tried Tinder first, but I wind up on Reddit, and I just find a guy, and he's like, hey, I'll fucking suck your dick.
So how does it come to this point? It feels like there's a bit of a leap there. Were you specifically patrolling for a dude to suck your dick? Is that what was happening?
No.
Okay.
It's just, you know, I couldn't find women, so I was like, well, a mouth is a mouth, maybe. I don't know. To be clear, I had been watching plenty of trans porn at that point, so
had you?
That was probably my primary genre at that point.
What? It's crazy, dude. I was about to ask that as well. Like, I was wondering if you watch like gay porn at all, or if you exclusively only watch like women or something like that.
I watch a mix.
Okay. Interesting.
I'd say it's mostly women. It's not like 50-50, but
yeah,
it's probably like 70-30.
Okay. I was wondering about that.
Yeah. Nah. I'm not one of these fake bisexuals.
Nice.
I do want to give up porn though.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll stop being bi once I do.
There you go. You'll go full gay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I love men.
That is another question I actually have for you, Tanner. Do you think it warms your heart more, or does it make you full of vitriolic rage that your friends would prefer it if you were full on gay?
Which friends?
All of them.
You?
All of them, Tanner.
What the fuck? What are you talking about? Why would you prefer it if I was gay?
Because homosexuality is funny.
Honestly, that's kind of hurtful.
It's okay, Tanner. It's only a joke.
Okay. Until it isn't.
Exactly.
What were you just typing, Jackson?
I wasn't typing anything, don't worry about it.
Now I'm going to be thinking about that all day. This is a terrible episode. I had so much hope going into this. Anyway, I fucking meet up with some rando on Reddit. He's way older than he told me he was. It was literally scarring. I literally cannot come from blowjobs because of this encounter.
Oh, holy shit.
It was mentally scarring.
How old was this dude?
Probably late 30s.
Oh, okay.
He was at least 10 years older than he told me.
I thought it was going to be
Gotcha.
like 50.
Okay. Yeah, I was also expecting that.
I still doesn't fucking knock it down a peg, of course.
Yeah, exactly. It's still awful, but it's definitely changed the perspective I had in my mind. I was expecting like this old dude with like wrinkles all over his face or something. Like he was missing his teeth. He just had gums.
No. But yeah, it was awful and terrible, and shockingly enough, going through such an awful experience gave me a massive confidence boost. And I was like, oh, that was so awful, I can handle asking people out now.
It's just what you needed.
And yeah, I need to be emotionally scarred for the rest of my life. And then I asked out Audie shortly after that. And then she rejected me. I was like, you know what? I don't even care now. And then the spree started. God damn the spree.
God damn.
Over the next month, I probably, because that was in the summer. Over that month, I probably hit 60.
Holy shit.
You're like 2 a day?
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Maybe like 45. It was like 1 a day, and then 2 or 3, sometimes more, on Friday. And here I am. Oh, I guess I should go on with the other romance stuff. Let's see.
Yeah.
I had a handful of dates with girls here and there. Fuck, dude. Literally twice I would go on 2 dates with girls, and I'd be like, Mom, man, she's so great, she's so pretty, and we have so much in common, I think she's the one. And then they break up with me 2 hours later or whatever. And that taught me to never get my hopes up ever, because why would I?
That is entirely fair.
Let's see. 2 of them I really did really like, but oh well. One of them broke up with me for whatever reason, I don't even know. One of them did the classic, their friend calls them at some point during the date, and they're like, oh, I've got an emergency, I gotta go. And then they just snap me after, yeah, I'm not, no. And then bye. But, okay. And the second one broke up with me because I'm bi, which...
Damn.
Feels bad. It's not a great feeling. I'm not a fan of that one.
Why do people give a shit about that?
It definitely is fucked. Like, people don't care if women are bi at all, but that boy.
Yeah.
If a girl's bi, it's hot. If a guy's bi, it's weird.
Right?
Yeah. Well, it's because, like, when a girl's bi, people just think of them as being straight but fun or something,
Yeah.
When a guy's bi, they think they're gay and weird.
Yeah, they're gay, but they're experimenting with girls.
Yeah, or whatever. Or they're gay and in denial or whatever.
You see, Dylan actually did propose a question that he has not had the opportunity to get to quite yet.
Have we not expressed enough hate universally against women to dispel this notion that I must be gay because I rally against women?
Yeah, exactly.
It's only because I've had close personal experience with what homosexual relationships look like that I know just how bad we have it.
Okay.
It's so much easier with guys, and I'm legitimately not romantically interested in men whatsoever. And it's kind of upsetting because I could easily find a very attractive dude who has all the same interests as me, and I could have a very happy relationship with him if I wanted.
Yeah, you'd honestly prefer it if you were gay at this point.
Honestly, my life would be easier and quite possibly happier.
Yeah.
But, oh well, that's not my lot in life.
Yeah, unfortunately, you drew the short straw this time around, my guy.
Yeah, and then I moved here, went on a handful of dates here and there. I got in an actual relationship for a month, and that was cool. But then she broke up with me. She said she didn't see a future with me, which is funny because that's the complete opposite of the reason the other girl broke up with me.
Well, she saw too much of a future.
Yeah. And then I've gone on 2 dates since then, and the last date I've been on was like September.
Okay.
And granted, I haven't been actively looking. Well, I have recently, but for a good chunk of that time, I wasn't actively looking. I was just, what the fuck? I'm about to pass out.
Good God.
What?
I need to go get some water.
Okay.
Yeah, you do that.
Give me 1 second.
Alrighty. In the meantime, Jackson here, my boy. Have there been any times in your life in which you felt as though like flirting had backfired on you?
Honestly, not really, and that's literally just because I don't really flirt with people at all. So I'm gonna have to say no to that one.
Gotcha.
Unless I'm like really attached to somebody, I don't even like give them a fucking sign until I'm like at least confident it's like a 10% chance on their end. I don't even like consider like flirting with like just some like random person. So I would not say it's ever backfired now.
Okay.
I'm back.
Yeah, I'd say I'm probably in a pretty similar boat to you.
What?
What was it, 10?
What are we talking about?
Times that flirting has backfired on you.
Oh, hold on. I have an actual story for that one.
Oh, perfect. Let's hear it, 10. Let's hear it.
Anyway, I've been focusing on self-improvement since then, too. We'll see if I get
Self-improvement is very important.
I'm very strong, but I can't get rid of my gut, so... Like, I'm literally able to add, like, 5 pounds to every exercise every single time I go to exercise, which is 6 days a week, but I don't know why I can't burn my stomach off. But yeah, that's where we are.
Can you bench 225?
Huh? Not yet. Let's see. I did 210 today.
Damn.
And I did 210, 3 sets, 3 reps, with 3 warm-up sets. So that's 195, 200, 205, and then 3x3 of 210.
What's your deadlift?
I don't have deadlifts in my routine. Closest would be maybe, a bent over row is nothing like a deadlift. I don't know why it would even.
Tanner, did you ask us if we've ever passed out before?
Yeah, you guys ever passed out?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Why'd you almost pass out, Jackson?
So we were camping. This was when I was a small child. My family was out camping. I don't even know where it was, but it was just really cold. I woke up pretty early. Super cold in the morning. I wasn't wearing a sweatshirt, but like I just didn't feel cold at all. It was probably like 15 degrees outside. And I was like, I don't know, I was just running around outside having a ball, like jumping on the rocks, being a kid.
Oh my gosh.
In the freezing cold, but I didn't feel cold at all, which obviously is a huge red flag. I didn't feel cold, but I didn't realize this as a kid, and I'm just like hopping on some rocks, and then I just fucking blacked out.
Woof.
For obvious
far
reasons.
Away from camp?
No, I was still like in our campsite, and then I did that dumb thing where like I eventually like came to, and I was like, how long have I been out? And my parents were like 30 seconds. I was like, shit. But yeah, it was not that eventful. Passed out, hit my head on a rock, woke up 30 seconds later, like nothing happened.
Damn.
Woof. Yeah, I was just getting those little like silverfish in your vision, if you know what I'm talking about.
Every time I get up out of bed in the morning, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. My head goes fucking crazy until I get some water.
Yeah, I've passed out a couple of times.
A couple? Jesus.
Yeah, for very similar reasons. It's very, very strange as well. So, all right. So the first time, it was at it was at this big like Christian conference thing that we would go to over the summers back in high school. Yeah.
We can say the name, right?
I guess so, sure. So
does it matter?
It was the very first year.
Were there any CIY crushes?
No. There was this one girl who like approached me just like out of nowhere and started holding my hand, and we just like walked for a little bit. That was about it for that though.
Girls were very flirty at CIY.
Right? It was very strange. So anyway, our youth pastor was telling us the story of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, he was talking about the real event for it. Okay, the real event.
Oh, okay.
About how like this dude would just like go around and like slaughter people, and hang them up on these meat hooks and just like de-skin them, basically de-glove them, as it were. It was very graphic. I don't know why, but this made me start to get like super lightheaded, and my mouth started becoming like really dry. And so I excused myself and went out of the dorm so I could like go over to the water fountain. Got a little bit of water in my mouth, and I was like, oh wow, yeah, I'm about to pass out right now. And so I'd go into the restrooms and just like sit on a toilet in there, so I have somewhere to like sit, and then my vision just goes black for a little bit.
Oh no.
And I eventually just come to again.
You really shouldn't like isolate yourself and go pass out.
Perhaps not. Similarly,
That must have been the year I wasn't there, yeah?
Yeah, it was the very first year, so you weren't there yet.
Okay.
So, similarly, in college, during my time at old Shemeketa,
Okay.
I was in a philosophy class, and the professor was talking about this instance.
The one with the hat?
Yes.
Okay.
The professor was talking about this instance in which, I believe it was in Germany, these two men, one of them really wanted to experience cannibalism, and the other one just kind of wanted to die and didn't mind being eaten. And so he talked about that whole story of this man just devouring another man.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it started to make me super lightheaded.
Very interesting.
And so I had to excuse myself, and I walked out to the bathroom. And like as I got to like the door of the bathroom, I was like, all right, well, I guess this is where things end. And I just crumpled to the ground, and I just sat there with my head in my hands for a few seconds until everything stopped spinning.
So can you just not handle gore?
I don't know, cause like
Do you watch gory movies?
no, I absolutely don't.
Have you ever watched a gory movie and passed out?
No, cause like
Have you ever watched a gory movie and not passed out?
No, Tanner, I've never watched a gory movie before. So
Interesting.
So since
I know
then,
what we're doing tomorrow.
So since then, I've definitely watched like a lot of like YouTube videos about like cults and shit like that, and like these mass murderers. And so I've been exposed to these types of stories a lot more recently, and they haven't given me that same feeling at all. So I don't know exactly what it was.
You'd be the best caveman, you know that?
Right?
Just sitting around the campfire, listening to stories, passing out, falling the fire.
Hell yeah, bro.
Why did we start? Oh yeah, I almost okay.
So Tanner, times flirting has backfired on you.
Oh god, this is another full autism. You know, I'm not even gonna. You know what? I'm not even gonna blame myself on this one. I took a shot. It was a bad guess. You know, I tried doing one of those playful roasts. You know, where it's an insult, but you're being cute about it. I was flirting with some girl on some app, who even knows, and she says something like, I can't wait to kiss you on some specific part of my body, I don't even remember. And I'm not saying I don't remember like it was suggestive, I just mean I don't remember. And I send back, I can't wait to kiss you on your big ass forehead. It turns out she had an extreme sensitivity about the size of her forehead.
A lot of girls do, Tanner.
She literally says, I can't believe you said that. I've literally considered forehead reduction surgery.
No.
And then I'm blocked, and that's it. I'm like, ooh, well, swing and a miss. Am I to blame for that one totally?
Yes.
I'm definitely going to blame that one on you, Tanner.
Damn, well, that's the one I feel the least bad about.
You should feel the worst bad about it now. Give up.
You should know that a lot of girls have problems with their foreheads for God knows what reason.
It's because they know they're stupid and they don't deserve all that real estate.
That's facts.
I guess so.
Damn. That's really the only story I have.
Okay. Yeah, I really don't have one at all like that, I would say.
You don't have anything where you said the wrong thing?
I don't think so, no.
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 What about you, Jackson?
None whatsoever.
None? Well, at least we got one story out of it.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Right.
Alright, let's speed run the rest of these topics.
I actually think we already got through all the rest of the topics. I was able to
yeah?
I was able to eloquently weave them into the narratives of all of our other stories, so
There you go.
yeah. I'm just that good, Tanner. I'm just that good.
He's insane.
I guess one more thing that we could talk about here real quick, as we slowly begin to wrap up. Well, what are your guys' fucking, I just knocked over my desk. What are your guys' thoughts on love?
Like as a concept?
That's right. This is the ultimate Valentine's Day topic. What are your thoughts on love?
What's it got to do with it?
Right? I guess to narrow things a little bit more here. How do you feel about concepts like the one, you know?
No.
No.
It's not true.
I'm very realistic when it comes to this shit. Like, love is boring as it sounds. It's literally just my body giving me happy chemicals so that I want to fuck somebody so I can reproduce, because that's all I'm on this planet for, is just making more fucking humans. That's my view on it, which is really boring.
That's definitely a much more egalitarian view of it, yeah.
I don't know about egalitarian, but
I don't know about it either. I just kind of said it.
That's definitely not what it means, like, at all.
I like to think of love as more of like a mutual self-improvement thing, you know, like you want to find someone who brings out the best in you and you bring out the best in them, and like you both make each other constantly want to do your best and improve and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's only one person that can do that for you. I think I don't remember where I heard this quote, and I probably sound like a complete hack not knowing where, but I really do believe in the idea that any relationship between any two people can work as long as you put in the work. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's a lot easier with some people, depending on your personalities and whatever. But yeah, I do think ultimately, like, if you focus on making you the best version of yourself, then hopefully eventually you meet someone who's also doing that, and you can both do that together better. Mm-hmm. Like the PlayStation thing?
Yes, just
Better
like the PlayStation,
together?
Tanner.
Is that a PlayStation slogan?
Absolutely, 100%.
I don't even... Whatever.
I definitely say that I align a bit more with Tanner on this one here, Jackson. Like, I feel like love is definitely something... It's something a little more, you know? It's definitely something a little more. It adds a nice little spice.
Unless you want
to
to coast off some
life,
rich girl's fortune.
Look, Tanner, I also love that fortune, alright?
Okay.
That's a really good answer, to be honest.
We're going to track her down and send her this.
I may need to censor this entire episode just in case things grow a little more between her and I. Because she is also a very cool person. Okay,
you're gonna send her to Guapish.
I'm not just after her wealth. All right, she's also a very cool person.
What's cool about her? What's she got going down on? Does she have a personality?
Yeah, she definitely has a personality. She's like fucking. Hang on. She's like super into like self-embetterment, and she has a lot of ambition and drive and shit, you know, which are definitely qualities I look for in someone.
I'm just hearing buzzwords right now, Nico.
That's all I got for you, Tanner. All I got are buzzwords. But yeah, the idea of like the one, or like your other half and shit like that, I definitely don't. Those ideas I don't subscribe to at all, I would say.
Wouldn't that be depressing if it were true, though?
Right?
God.
That would fucking suck ass. That's why I don't believe in it. Right? What if your one is like fucking living in India or some shit right now, okay? Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do about that? And just this idea of like another half, like I don't like the thought that you're only half of a person, you know? Like you're both your own individuals who just come together and are able to live your lives simultaneously, bettering one another, you know?
Yo, for better context for all of our answers here, it should be noted that they're both religious and I'm not.
I'm not religious.
I thought you were fucking Christian.
Come on, Tanner.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
He used to be. He's still got some juices in him.
Yeah, I got some, yeah. Tell you what, we'll talk about religion in the post-quap.
There you go. I don't know. I guess I've also probably experienced love a bit more.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I have felt nothing but despair.
Yeah.
I definitely think that that'll negatively impact Jackson's view of love just a tad bit here.
Almost definitely. There's a reason I've become this realistic in it.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe if we get another nice little Valentine's special here in a couple of years, perhaps our stances will change just a tad bit.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Dude, I love women.
Yeah,
equal
dude.
rights.
Women rock.
I'm a male feminist now.
Bro, women are pretty fucking kick-ass.
I changed my mind. Women do have personalities.
All I'm saying is that I only started to hate them when I learned more about them.
And that's their fault.
Take that what you will. They did this to themselves.
Yeah, and with that, I suppose there's no better way to end the Valentine's Day special.
Yes, sir.
If you enjoyed it, feel free to actually, Jackson, you give the rundown of all this shit.
The rundown on the shit. I missed half the fucking episode, or I guess now it's like a third of the episode because this has already been going on for like almost 2 hours.
Outro, dude.
He said wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up for us here, Jackson. Wrap it up for us.
This episode's literally over. Isn't that insane?
Tell them about the Patreon.
We have
This
a Patreon.
episode's
Oh yeah,
literally
give us
over.
$1 on Patreon. Toss us some bucks. Maybe in a few months we can buy a single thing of coffee that we're not going to drink because we don't like coffee.
Hell yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.